Can I plug it direct, you know, to the thing power center?
Can we go up here and look?
Yeah, just hurry up and look. I mean, maybe it's something in the connection somewhere. I don't know. They tell me what they're doing, but it just came back. I don't know what it is.
years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas.
Welcome to this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network. Bobcats football is presented by W&W AFCO Steel. Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network is also brought to you by the following.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bug Express pregame show. Bug Express provides full-service pest management. Just call 325-653-0069. Vincent Salazar here hosting the pregame show, and joining me today, of course, we have Coach Gary Holscher joining us, and a very special guest today, a San Angelo Central Bobcat legend linebacker, Garrick Scott. Garrick, happy to have you joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, gentlemen, this is the game we've been waiting for all season, the classic rivalry between these two, between the Central Bobcats and the Permian Basin Panthers. Big matchup tonight, guys. What are y'all looking forward to in this one?
What do I look forward to this one? Just the physicality of this rivalry. Anybody that's played in this game understands that it's going to come down to who can handle that physicality first. He's played in it. He knows when they come out and that kickoff goes for the first time, you go off of what you have been taught all week long and just hope that holds, because it ain't a whole lot of thinking, it's a whole lot of reacting to that point until your emotions come down to match the game.
Yeah, I'd say just seeing how both teams overcome all the circumstances they're going into tonight. Big game against Permian. The biggest thing, strategy. You got to do your job. You can't do the next guys. They have to do their own. So, like he said, just getting all the nerves out. First quarter is always the most important one against Permian. You got to hold your job and hope the guy next to you does theirs. So I just say who's willing to stick to their game plan, which coaches came in with the best game plan. And I've played with them before, and they always do great. So expect a great grand plan out of the Angry Orange.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one there, guys. Of course, tonight, a little bit of a limited attendance, only 2,500 fans allowed to come into San Angelo Stadium. So, of course, we thank y'all who are joining us here on our live stream. We want to give a quick reminder that if you still want to catch us as well, in case you're out somewhere and you want to watch the game, you can simply go to the Roku or Fire TV app, search Concho Sports, or you can go to youtube.com/Concho Sports in order to catch tonight's big ball game. Well, guys, this is going to take us to a brand new segment we have going on this week. This is called Tail of the Tape segment. So let's go ahead and talk about last week's game. So for the Cats, of course, they were off last week, had a good time to rest. For Odessa Permian, they were in action last week, taking on Midland in a win that, of course, the Bobcats had previously beaten before. Tell us, what are these two coming in tonight? One rested, one a little bit kind of overwhelmed a little bit, but still coming out with a big win. What do these two teams have to do tonight to kind of get back on track?
I'd say just kind of like last time, bye week's really important for the Cats going into Permian. bye week, you get 2 weeks to prepare your job. You get 2 weeks to go into, and you know what you have to do, you know when you have to do it, and I think rest is good. This is the most physical game of the district by far. Every single game you're going head on, you're going against the guy in front of you, and you're going to go at him the whole 4 quarters. So I think physicality is a big thing in this game. So a bye week, get your body rested. It's going to be a big night.
You know, Garrick, I think you're exactly right about getting their body rested, because you know, when everything was shut down in March and April and May, and when those kids finally got back at it in June, you lost all of spring ball. So those guys have been doing football since really June, which is a little bit different than a normal year. So for these guys, for Central, that was a much-needed break, because they started football in June. They worked all the way up till last week. They needed to step away from football at least for 3 days and energize a little bit. Because I can promise you, and Garrett can testify to this, when we were having to go up against Permian's spread flex offense, man, we'd been working on that thing for about 6 weeks already. You know, and then we fine-tuned our game plan at the end of our bye week going into it. So, you know, for Central, it was a big week to get away and recharge the batteries and get excited about football again and get excited for a really, really big game.
Yeah, I'd say excitement about football is a big thing. You go through a gruesome season, and you get to the end, and it's hard. Your bodies are tired. You're coming out here every morning at 6 o'clock. You're coming out every afternoon at 3 in the heat. Time change comes. You get everything going on in the world. You got to have a break to really appreciate why you're here, what you're doing this for. Yep. So a bye week just really makes you crave that Friday night. Those playing under that lights, it brings that thirst back into your mouth.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, guys. It's been a completely weird season, to say the least, with COVID, but, you know, great blessing that we are here tonight. We barely saw that graphic up there. I'm sure we'll have it back up here momentarily. But, Coach, you mentioned to me early on before we got going, these two teams very similar to each other. Talk a little bit about the similarities between both the Bobcats and the Panthers here.
Well, you know, when you look at score for and against each team, and you saw that graphic just a minute ago, and the graphic actually favored Permian as far as points for and points against that they've allowed. But when you break that tape down just a little bit more and you look at common opponents, there it is back up on the screen. When you look at common opponents, the points for and against actually switches a little bit. In common opponents, Central has averaged 45 points a game and has given up 19.2 points per game. And Odessa, in the same common opponents, has averaged 37.5 points a game and given up 18.25 points a game. So it kind of sways a little bit more to Central. It's still really, really close. Another statistic that you don't see in that graphic is Central's only had 2 home games. And when you think back to those 2 home games, man, they came out guns blazing. They scored a lot of points, and Odessa and Abilene scored late to make it a respectable score. Permian has only played 3 away games. All of their home, they've all been at home, including Odessa, obviously, is going to be at Ratliff. So, and in those 3 games, Permian's 1-2. They've lost to Tascosa on the road, and then again 27-25 to Abilene. So once again, if you look at that kind of statistic, it favors the Angry Orange a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say looking at the points against too, you see Odessa has that little bit of a gap there, but some people don't realize unless they're in the game is the difference in time of possession. I mean, your Permian Panthers, they're going to hold the ball, they're going to run it, they're going to get 3 yards of carry. They're not going to have the big plays, but they're going to consistently go play after play. They're going to get their little chippy chip, and their drives are going to last 4 times what Central's does. Central's going to throw the ball. They're going to get first downs. They're going to get in the end zone quick. The game against Abilene, it was instant touchdowns. I remember in 2-minute drill before the quarter, you could see it, and it was just going, and I knew they were scoring. You got 2 minutes for the Angry Orange, they're going to score. So looking at the 2 styles of play, too, the numbers, they're numbers. They don't play the game for you, so players play the game.
You know, you just hit on a big topic I was going to hit on a little later is, you know, the spread flex is a flex bone, which, you know, that's a time, control the clock, 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense. Even though they spread it out, that's still what they want to do is manage the clock. Central is fun and gun. It's all about going fast. If you can score faster than they can, and then you get a few stops here and there, you're going to win the game. And they're okay winning 52-51 as long as they win.
Yeah, two completely different schemes against each other, but both really great at scoring. We look at the history between these two all-time series in favor of Odessa Permian, leading 32-16-1. However, last 5 meetings, as I'm sure both of you very well know, have gone in favor of the Cats. And of course, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we will have Coach Holscher and Garrick Scott, talk a little bit about those big victories of the past for these Bobcats. Stay tuned. We'll take a short break. Be right back here on the Pest Express pregame show.
See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Calhoun County, you can be a member. With our new online loan application, you can visit our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. Offering personal, vehicle, and home loans, we make it easy to get the loan that meets your financial needs. Loan decisions are made locally, so you don't have to wait. We're an equal housing lender.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
To the Bug Express pregame show. I'm here with Garrick Scott. We're going to talk a little bit of Permian and Central matchups throughout the years. You know, the graphic right before we went to the commercial break had the last 5 games, and you know, yeah, Permian owns the all-time record. They do, but these guys out on the field, man, they were 7th graders back in 15. They were 6th graders and 5th graders all the way back into 13.
Yep.
So all they've ever known is the last 5 games, which have all been owned by Central.
Exactly.
So my hat's off to Permian back in the 70s and 80s, but we're in 2010 and on, and for Permian is trying to regain that control that Central has taken over since really probably 2012.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we don't live in a movie. We got our own stuff going on now. We don't live in the past. That's what I love about the orange compared to the black and white. We're not hanging our hats off a lot of stuff guys did way before us. We live in the present, and I think, like Coach is saying, these kids, they don't know anything other than this generation of football. Before the past 5 years, they were the kids rolling down on the back of the hill. So I think it's cool to see them get to be in the now and get to see how much rivalry this really is. So it's cool. I can't wait to see it. I remember back in 15, we came out here, and you look at the crowd now compared to then, and it's incomparable. So seeing how these kids are going to overcome that game, I mean, you're facing the guys that walk up in the lights and the Friday night lights and all that, but we have our own Friday night lights, and something we take a lot of pride in here at Central is our own Friday night lights. This is our stadium. This is our home. So coming in here, it's important to let them know that this is our stadium. We're not playing in Ratliff. We're playing here. We're playing where we practice every single morning.
Yes, sir.
By our national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and a moment of silence.
Absolutely.
Presenting the colors, Central High School Junior ROTC Cadets. And now to honor America, our national anthem, performed by the Central Bobcat, Mighty Bobcat Band. Please remain standing as Central High School Student Council President Julie Pigeon recites the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
During this brief period of silence, we offer you some private reflection time. Let's keep in our thoughts those who continue to be affected by COVID-19 and those across the country who are victims of senseless violence regardless of the circumstance. Let's keep in our thoughts those who defend our nation, those who gave all in that defense, and those first responders who keep us safe. Please remember the players, the coaches, the officials, all those involved in tonight's game, and all those who will be traveling later tonight. Thank you.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
At VGI Technology, our mission.
And welcome back here to the Bug Express pregame show. Before we get to our next segment, we of course want to finish off here what Coach and Garrick were talking about, and that was the past Central and Odessa game. So guys, go ahead, tell us a little bit, what y'all were discussing there before the break.
As a coach, when you have this type of rivalry game, you're in there, and all week long you know the gravity of the situation, you know how big the game is, but you don't ever want to tell the players or talk a whole lot about it with the players. You just want to keep business as usual and make sure we can fine-tune all the little things and make sure the little things are right. But when you're in the locker room, you've got the same nerves as they do. You hope that you've prepared your group, and you hope that you can come up with the things on the fly that will put them in the best situation possible. That's a coach's standpoint to this game. From a player standpoint, what was it like, Garrick?
I'd say pregame it's one of the most nerve-wracking things. It's one of those things where all week you've been preparing for one thing. You're playing for 4 quarters all week. And so I think the time right now, they're running out of the stadium. These kids, they got so much emotion going through, so much excitement. But I think first quarter comes out, they got to know they got to go back. Calm down. They're playing in front of people. Yes, they practice every morning in front of nobody. So you go back to that. Just you, yourself, and the guys on the field next to you. You got 11 guys on the same mission. So I think that's the important thing, especially with Permian. Like I said, game plan, game plan, game plan.
Yeah, so a lot of atmosphere going on, or a lot of power in the atmosphere right now going on out here. So guys, quickly now, we'll go into our keys and players to watch for tonight's game. Coach, I'm sure you already got some guys you've been watching this weekend. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you have for tonight?
Let's start with Permian. With Permian, they run that spread flex offense. It's all time controlled. They want to get 3 yards in a cloud of dust type offense. And when you run that offense, it really starts with the quarterback. How well does he read what he's supposed to read? And Harper Terry, number 20, he's 40 of 80 passing with 900 yards and 18 TDs. He's got 82 carries for 677 yards. So he's been able to move that offense this year. And with that type of offense, it really comes down to the offensive line. And Permian's known for having a really good offensive line. These guys come off flat back. They get upfield to the linebackers really well. And for this offense to work, it depends on those 3 guys. Now, they've got to have a really good running back and some slot backs, but those three have got to be good.
Yeah, I'd say defensive front is central. I mean, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm going to look forward to that. The 4 guys up front, that's your most important. Don't get enough credit, just like the offensive line doesn't get enough credit. Those guys don't fire off the ball, you lose every single play. So I think assignments. Guys up front, they're coming off flat back. If you don't meet them in the middle, you're going to lose. You got to go low, you got to stay low. And it's intensity. It's going to be physical the whole game. So watching 4 quarters of physicality, that's going to be the big thing for the Cats.
You know, and defensively for Permian, their nose guard, Martez Rogers, number 71, he's going to be really big going up against that center all night long. Can the center take him one-on-one, or does he need a double? Because if he needs a double, that allows, that takes a guard. But if he can handle him one-on-one, now we can get up to that Mike linebacker a little bit. So that nose guard's going to be big for Permian. The Mike linebacker's a sophomore, Gage Plymouth. He's got 38 tackles on the year, but he's always around the ball, so he's going to be really big tonight. And also junior offensive outside linebacker Jackson Dorothy for Permian. For Central, man, that fun and gun, spread it out, air that ball out, that all begins and ends with Mal Brown, number 8. He's got stupid numbers, 111 of 186 passing for 1432, and he's carried the ball 54 times for 346 yards. So it's going to all base off of him, how well he runs that air raid, and go from there. To help him out, slot receiver Jalen Lifefesty, I mean, he's got 28 receptions and 5 TDs on the year, but at that slot, they're going to love to do bubble screens and slip screens tonight. How well does he run that thing? And on the other side, Seth Levesque, he's been a big-time receiver all year out on the edge for him. He's got 25 receptions and 7 TDs. You know, and Garrett kind of touched on the defensive. That front's big. Defensive end, Montavious Dobbins. He was my player of the game last game, and he had a stupid good game against Odessa. You know, he's going to have to come up big tonight. If he's got dive, he's got to get dive. If he's got quarterback, he's got to get quarterback, but he's got to do his job, as well as Ty Casey.
Yeah, understandable, Coach. Well, that's pretty much going to actually wrap us up here, guys. We're just moments away from kickoff. So once again, we will be back here at halftime to talk even more about this ball game. We're getting ready then to turn over to the Hall of Famer, great play-by-play voice this season for both the Cats and the Chiefs, Dr. Herman Howard, who will be joined by Jeff Stewart. But we, of course, want to thank you all for joining us here on the Bug Express pregame show. Bug Express provides full-service pest management. Just call 325-653-0069. We'll take a short break. Be right back here for kickoff.
Is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
On Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. A pleasant hello and good evening, everyone. It's time once again for Central Bobcats football. It's a big one. This is it in the District 2-6A regional game as they'll take on the Odessa Permian Panthers. Here's the kickoff. We're underway as the Bobcats, they return it across the 20 to the 22-yard line, and that is where the Bobcats will begin on offense. I'm led by, also with Jeff Stewart, class of 1998, and Jeff, it's good to be with you here again, my friend.
Man, I'm looking forward to this one. A lot on the line tonight with the Bobcats and the Panthers. San Angelo Stadium not quite as full as we're used to with all the circumstances surrounding this, but man, this game is going to be very competitive, and I'm looking forward to watching every step of the way.
As for the Panthers, they won the toss and deferred and kicked off to the Bobcats. So the Bobcats will have the football first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line. We're glad that you're with us here tonight on Concho Sports Network. As for the Bobcats, they are led by senior quarterback Malachi Brown on the first down play. Quickly throws to the right side. His Lifesti at the 40. to the 45, and he's brought down from behind across the 45 to the 47-yard line, and that is a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
And they came out slinging it right away with a quick swing pass out to the senior receiver, Jalen Lifesty, with a big-time gain on first down.
A pickup of 25 yards for the Bobcats as Jalen Lifesty has 5 touchdown receptions on the year and leads the team in reception yards. As Malachi Brown, the third-year starter for the Bobcats, is the 5'11", 185-pound senior quarterback. He has completed 59% of his passes this season, 22 touchdown passes and only 6 interceptions. 2 weeks ago against Midland, he fired 6 touchdown passes in the big win against Midland. So it's first out and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 47-yard line. Here's a handoff to Samuel Navarrete, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, perhaps lost a yard or two. Navarrete, he has averaged 5.4 yards per carry, and it's second down for the Bobcats.
Good job by the Permian defensive line right there. Joaquin Gonzalez was the first one there, and no running room at all for Navarrete. Coming up for second down and 11 for the Bobcats.
As Malachi Brown, he has accounted for 26 touchdowns on the season. In total, 81% of the entire touchdowns by Central, as Brown with 26 touchdowns in a team with 32. Second down and 11 for the Bobcats. Here is Malachi Brown as he throws over to the right side, and the catch is made to Seth Levesque as he makes the reception. Seth Levesque, he has 7 touchdown receptions on the season, and those spotted at the across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and it's now third down and 6 for the Bobcats. And their opening drive of the game. Glad that you're with us here. I'm Herman Howard along with Jeff Stewart. This is the big one. The Bobcats with a record of 4-3, but 4-0 in district play against the Permian Panthers. They are 6-2 overall and 4-1 in district play. Here's the third down and 6 play upcoming at their 49-yard line. Brown back to pass as he retreats in the pocket, fires over the middle. The catch is made inside the 35-yard line to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 18 yards for Jalen Lifesty for the first down, and that is a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
And another big play to another senior receiver. Man, they've been going to him all season long. Jalen Lifesty, the senior number 6, with a big catch on a third down. Crucial play for the Bobcats to keep this drive going.
That's an advance of 18 yards for the Bobcats in their opening drive of the game. Brown's in the shotgun, throws to this near side, and the pass is incomplete. Sets up second down and 10. So while we have a quick moment, let's give to you tonight's starting offensive lineup for the Bobcats here. As left to right on the offensive line, the left tackle is Andre Sanchez. The left guard is Edward Best. The center is Kobe Moore. The right guard is Bruce Smith, and the right tackle is Chris Munns. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats at the 31-yard line of the Panthers. As Brown rolls out to the left, he dumps it off in the left flat to Lifesty at the far side, 25 to the 20. Steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and that's good enough for another first down. A pickup of 11 yards, and Jeff, the Bobcats are on the move.
I mean, Lifesty's been a playmaker for them all season, but there's a reason these guys are on the field. It's not just that those receivers can catch; they can block too. And if you saw Weston Hill out on the near the sideline with a huge block to clear up the first down.
First down and 10 for the Bobcats, opening drive of the game. They're spotted at the Panthers' 19-yard line, 9:38 and counting to play in this opening frame. Here as Brown rolls out to the near side, now throws back to the far side. His Lifesty at the 15. He's at the 10 to the 5, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. That's another first down. And for the Bobcats, they're now in the Church Landscape red zone.
Yeah, Herman, I think Jalen Lifesty was part of the game plan in practice this week. They've gone to him almost every play. He has been a playmaker all season. He's a senior. You know how badly he wants this game, so the Bobcats are in good shape right here inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal for Central at the just outside of the 5-yard line. Brown's in the shotgun, opening drive of the game. We're scoreless. As Brown takes a snap, rolls out to this near side. He has room, throws to the right side. It's intercepted by the Panthers and the end zone as Corey McCoy comes up with the interception. The 5'11", 160-pound junior as McCoy comes up with the interception in the end zone. So the big play of the game right there for the Panthers defense as Malachi Brown was intercepted in. Here comes the Panthers on offense, the first down and 10. Now here's a running play by Harper Terry across the 25 to the 28-yard line. That's a pickup of 8, second down and 2. Harper Terry is the starting quarterback for the Panthers, the 5'11", 175-pound senior. He has accounted for 27 touchdowns on the year. He is a dual threat, just like Malachi Brown there, Jeff. He has completed 50% of his passes this season, has fired 18 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. But on the ground, he has rushed for 9 touchdowns this year. So that is the key player to watch tonight for the Bobcats is senior quarterback Harper Terry. He now faces a second down and 2 situation from his own 28-yard line. Flags are down before the play develops, and it appears to be an offensive false start against the Permian Panthers.
Yeah, and if you look at the Permian stats, coming into this game, Harper Terry, the quarterback, his stats are impressive. You mentioned a minute ago, 27 total touchdowns, 18 of those through the air, but these guys run the triple option. They're going to want to run it a lot. They ran it 45 times in their last game against Midland High, but that doesn't keep them from throwing it when they need to, and they've got playmakers on the outside as well.
Well, the Panthers, they come into tonight's game with a 3-game winning streak. They defeated Midland 42-14 last week. Harris Perry retreats into the pocket, throws a rainbow pass down the middle of the field, and the pass is incomplete, which quickly sets up 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers at their own 22-yard line. Let's quickly give to you the Panthers starting offense. The left tackle is Corey Bass. The left guard is Christopher Roach. The center is Cade Owen. The right guard is Harris Sewell. And the right tackle is Cooper Sheen.
Big play coming up for the Bobcat defense to get it back and get it back in their explosive offense. Permian is not really designed to be a 3rd and long type team, but they could prove you wrong with their versatile offense.
This is a team that have averaged 39.8 points per game on offense, so they could put the points on the board. On 3rd down and 8, Terry back to pass, throws to the right sideline, hits Lemuel, the receiver, across the 20, and he's run out of bounds at the far side, 22-yard line. The reception for no gain. Terry Lemuel, the star wide receiver, the 5'9", 165-pound senior. He is another key player to watch out for. He has over 1,200 all-purpose yards on the year. So it's now 4th down and 8, and the Panthers will have 5-yard line. So with the break in the action, we'll pause for the break as well. 7:43 to play in the opening frame. It's the Bobcats 0 and the Panthers 0. We'll be right back in just a moment.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to
Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by WWF Steel on 1st down and 10 as Brown fire is incomplete, intended for Seth Levesque, and it's quickly 2nd down and 10. Let's give you the rest of the Bobcats offense. We talked about the offensive line. Weston Hill and Seth Levesque on wide receivers, along with Jalen Festi. Baylor Johnson is the tight end, and Samuel Navarrete is the running back. Of course, Malachi Brown is the quarterback for San Angelo Central tonight. 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 45-yard line. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play in this initial frame. No score from San Angelo Stadium. We are glad that you're with us tonight as the Bobcats with a 4-game winning streak, and for the Panthers, they ride a 3-game winning streak. So something has to give in tonight's game. Timeout has been charged to the Bobcats. So we'll keep it right here, Jeff. So as you mentioned earlier, this is a big game for both teams. Both teams, they've scored a lot of points on offense, but also as well, they've also allowed quite a bit of points as well.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of common opponents already. If you look at the scores, which you can't really compare scores week to week. Coaches will say that all the time, but really you'll notice that a lot of the same similar results. And this is going to be a competitive game. They've both proven to be good on offense and defense, but a win tonight for either one of these teams, and it's at least a share of the district crown. That's what makes this game so exciting. And man, we haven't really talked much about this, at least you and I haven't. The fact that these two are playing each other again in a district game with so much on the line, it just feels great in this stadium tonight.
The first time these two teams have played since 2017. It's been a long time coming, Jeff, indeed. So it's glad to see this rivalry's back, and also that playing this game this year at San Angelo Stadium. So it's now 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 45-yard line in the scoreless game. Malachi Brown's in the shotgun as he hands off to Navarrete as he rumbles up the middle for a couple of yards close to the midfield mark. As Navarrete, as he averages 5.4 yards per carry. So that's about a gain of 3 to the 48, 3rd down and 7 for the Bobcats. No score, 7:23 and counting in this opening quarter play.
That offensive line is a strength of this team. They don't run it just a whole lot, but they do run it just enough to open up those play-action passes and quick passes just to keep the defense honest.
3rd down and 7 for the Bobcats at their own 48-yard line as Brown takes a snap of the shotgun, drops back as he fires over the middle. The catch is made inside the 40 to the 35-yard line as Caden Box makes the reception, and that is enough for the first down to the 35-yard line of the Panthers.
So many of these receivers can catch the ball well, and that's the junior Caden Box coming over the middle and making a big clutch catch there. He took a big hit. Good job holding on to the football.
That's a pickup of 19 yards, and that's a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats. Now they'll spot it at the 34-yard line of Odessa Permian as Brown rolls out to his left. He's under pressure now, comes back to the near side, throws to this near side, and the pass is incomplete, out of bounds in front of the Central bench. So it's 2nd down and 10. Athletic play there by Malachi Brown. He couldn't find any room to the far side, comes to his right and just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, and a good job. I think some of the Permian fans are yelling intentional grounding. I think he got outside just enough to keep that flag from coming out, but he's got to make good decisions like that tonight. He can't be throwing it to the guys in white, and that was a good job there to save the down. 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats at the 34-yard line. Brown will keep it and slides down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 1. This brings in 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats at the Panthers 33-yard line. No score, 6:20 and counting in this opening quarter play from San Angelo Stadium in this District 2 6A regional matchup, the highly anticipated matchup between the Bobcats and the Odessa Permian Panthers. Yeah, their hearts are pounding out there, I can assure you. These players have been looking forward to this game, and a big play right here early on.
3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats at the 33-yard line of the Panthers. There's a quick throw to Caden Box. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. A pickup of 3, and that is shy of the first down, so that'll be about 4th down and 6 for the Bobcats at the 30-yard line. So maybe an interesting call for Brent Davis and the Bobcats there. It looks like they will go for it there, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, this is territory you don't want to bring your kicker out, so no surprise here that Brent Davis wants to push it and try and get the first down right here.
This would have been a 47-yard field goal, so Coach Davis decides that he wants to go for it here on 4th down and 6 in this opening quarter. No score, 5:20 and winding in this opening quarter play. As Brown takes a snap for the shotgun, as he goes over the middle, the pass is incomplete. Looks like it was through the hands of Jalen Festi, and providing coverage there for the Panthers was Corey McCoy. He had the interception earlier and comes up with the defense. Looks like he had a fingernail there on that pass across the middle.
It looks like Bryce Woody in coverage as well. Did a good job. The safety for Permian, and another big-time turnover of downs right there for Permian to keep Central out of the end zone is a pretty big, at least a small victory, I should say, for Mojo early on. So no score still.
5 minutes, 13 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Here now is Harper Terry onto the field for the 2nd time today. As he takes the shotgun snap, quarterback option up the middle, across the 35 to the 38-yard line. A quick gain of 8 yards up the middle. 2nd down and 2 is on the way. Harper Terry, as we mentioned earlier, Jeff, he's the key player for the Bobcats. They have to stop tonight.
You know, as somebody who's watched football for a long time, of course all of us have, this offense, you just don't see it that much anymore. The triple option, and nothing flashy about it, but a gain of 8 right there. They'll take that all day long, right up the middle. Even if a tackler is there, if they get the right spacing, that's what they want.
2nd down and 2 from the 38-yard line. Penalty markers drop before the play develops, and that stops the clock with 4 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Offensive false starts called against the Panthers, so they will move it back. While we have time, let's quickly give you the Central starting defense. They operate out of a 4-3. From left to right on the front line is Dobbins, Salinas, Huff, and also Saldina is out as Gabriel Bell is in tonight. The linebackers are Casey, McNutt, and Odell. Casey, with his 65 tackles, leads the team. The secondary is Snelson, Grantham, Nichols, and Heimster. Now here's the toss off to the right side, intended for Deary at the far side 30-yard line. It appears that the Bobcats, yes, and they have recovered the fumble as Deary fumbles the ball.
That's Ty Casey.
Ty Casey, the junior safety, recovers it.
And, you know, both teams kind of making some early mishaps to give the other team a chance. And when he jumped on that football, I was just thinking, where's the crowd? And then I remembered there's only 2,500 people here, so it wasn't quite as loud, but a big-time defensive play for the Bobcats, and they're back in business.
So each team with a turnover so far tonight in this opening quarter, no score. Bobcats football, first out and 10. They'll spot it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line as Malachi Brown comes onto the field once again. He has slot receivers to the far side. Brown's in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Off the play fake, now throws it over the middle. The pass was caught by Navarrete inside the 15. They'll spot it at around the 12-yard line. Good enough for the first down. They pick up of 17 yards, and it's a Texas Bank first down. And for the Bobcats, they're now in the Church Landscape red zone.
And, yeah, nobody covered Navarrete coming off the edge right there, and Malachi put it a little high. Good job by Navarrete just to get his hands on it and secure the football. First down, Bobcats.
An advance of 17 yards. As for Malachi Brown operating out of the shotgun on first out and 10. Here is a inside handoff sliding off to the right side to Navarrete. He's brought down at the 10-yard line. A pickup of 2. It's second out and 8 for the Bobcats at the 10-yard line. 3:47 and taking in this opening quarter play. No score between the Bobcats and the Odessa Permian Panthers.
This is a big series for the Bobcats. See if they can finish one and get on the board first. They've been pretty efficient for the most part, just haven't been able to come through in the critical situations.
Brown's in the shotgun once again. Quarterback keeper up the middle inside the 5, spins to the 3, fumbles the ball at the 2, and it's recovered there by Odessa, but the whistle blows, which stops the play at the 5-yard line as Seth Levesque recovers at the 5.
Wow.
But it seems like it is, yes it is, Odessa Permian football as Malachi Brown fumbles the football inside the 5-yard line.
As you watch the replay here, great running by Malachi. I mean, really good vision, a good spin move, and just a big hit right there by Permian. I think that was Caden Bays on the hit, and it just jarred the ball loose, and they were in position to get the ball right back.
Well, Caden Bays for the Panthers, he leads the team with 71 tackles, and then comes up with the hit and also the recovery there, the big play there for the Panthers defense there, Jeff. So Malachi Brown in this opening quarter, he has thrown an interception and also he has coughed it up with the fumble.
A big-time game for this senior quarterback, and he's going to want to shake off those jitters. You know, he's going to want to put that in the pass real quickly if they want to get back on track.
First out and 10. Here's a handoff to Andy Castillo up the middle, slanting up to the right side across the 5 as he's brought down at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Second out and 8 for the Permian Panthers. Let's give you we talked about their offensive linemen, their skill positions. It is Terran Lemuel as one wide receiver. Shai Deary is the other wide receiver, along with Devin Pierce, and Andy Castillo is the running back, and Harper Terry, of course, is the quarterback for the Permian Panthers. And this is, when you think about it, Jeff, this is a game of dual-purpose quarterbacks.
Absolutely, and their stats, you know, almost mirror each other. Harper Terry's done a great job of taking care of the football this year and putting points on the board.
As Terry runs off the right side and is brought down at around the 8-yard line. A pickup of about 2. It's third down and about 7. A long 7 to go at around the 8-yard line. They'll spot it at the 7. Third down and a long 7 at about the 7-yard line for the Panthers. As we have 2 minutes, 18 seconds and counting to play in this opening quarter of play. No score. The difference has been the turnovers. Malachi Brown with an interception and a fumble.
Keep your eye on number 3, Shai Deary for Permian in these big situations. He's got 14 touchdowns on the season.
A flag is down before the play. Substitutions called against the offense, so they move it back, so it's still third down for the Panthers. And Jeff, earlier we talked about this is a game of really dual all-purpose quarterbacks. Harper Terry, for example, he has accounted for over 1,500 yards on the season and 27 touchdowns, while Malachi Brown with 26 touchdowns and over 2,100 yards. Here is Terry. His pass is batted in the air. It's an incomplete pass off to the right side, and it's now fourth down.
Let's see the replay. It looks like Ty Casey getting in there and batting it down. He was going outside to Shai Deary with that pass, but a good job of getting in the lane and batting that ball down to force another punt situation.
So Krieger is back to punt once again as he stands at the back of his own end zone. A rapid moving first quarter, under 2 minutes to play in this first frame. No score from San Angelo Stadium between the Bobcats and the Panthers. As we mentioned earlier, both teams are riding on winning streaks. Here's the snap and the kick. A high end over end kick to Snelson, and Snelson makes the fair catch at the 42-yard line. So great field position for the Bobcats, first down and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. So when you think about the Bobcats in this first quarter there, Jeff, they're able to move the football against the defense, but turnovers has been the difference.
Yeah, and again, it's a high-profile game, and they may not have played each other. This group may not have played each other in recent years, but, man, they can feel it. They know how important this game is, and sometimes that comes with early game jitters for both sides. I promise you, neither team stepped out there thinking that they're going to lose this game. So look for the seniors on each team to kind of collect everybody and get them back on track.
Here comes the Bobcats on offense. Once again, first down and 10 at their own 42. There's Malachi Brown, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's inside the 30. He's at the 20 to the 15. Dives head first inside the 15 to the 14-yard line to Malachi Brown. And that's a Texas Bank first down, and also now the Church Landscape red zone for the Central Bobcats.
That certainly could be the play that kind of gets Malachi's confidence back. And so far, man, just stat-wise, this Central offense has controlled this game. I mean, they've had very little trouble getting first downs and driving down the field. They've got to figure out a way to put points on the board right here to capitalize.
That was a gain of 28 yards for Malachi Brown, first down and 10. There's a handoff to Navarrete. He's inside the 15, and he's brought down. Gang tackle at around the 13-yard line. A pickup of 1, second down and 9 for the Bobcats. Well, Jeff, we're talking about the Bobcats riding this 4-game winning streak. Of course, they defeated Midland several weeks ago, 54-31 back on November the 6th. And this is a team, they have averaged this season 35.7 points per game on offense.
Yeah, and it's Malachi Brown leading the way, breaking school records almost weekly. 6 touchdowns in his last game. The guy is he's on a mission, and as he goes, the Bobcats go, and you're seeing that right now.
Second down and 9 for the Bobcats at the Panther 13-yard line. There's a fade pattern to the left corner of the end zone, and the pass was incomplete, intended for Tyler Hill out of the far side of the end zone. So it's now quickly third down and 9 for Central at the Panthers 13-yard line in this scoreless game as we enter the late stages of this opening quarter play.
Yeah, good catch by Tyler Hill. He was just a little bit out of bounds by the time he came down with it. So big play right here for the Bobcats. A lot of options. You've seen them move the ball any number of ways so far. Look for them to throw the ball or possibly a draw for Malachi Brown.
Malachi Brown threw for 6 touchdown passes 2 weeks ago against Midland. Looking for a touchdown pass here. Those on the middle. It is caught, and
that's a touchdown.
Is a touchdown. Yes, he juggled it and then caught it. Jalen Lifesti with a 13-yard touchdown reception. And for Malachi Brown, that is now touchdown pass number 23 on the season.
Yeah, and man alive, I thought he let that ball hit the turf. He bobbled it almost all the way down to the turf, but good hands, just like we've seen all season by Jalen Lifesti. Big-time touchdown.
13-yard touchdown pass over the middle. He bobbled it for a second there, Jeff. For the moment, looks like he dropped it, but he was able to cradle that pigskin. Now the Bobcats in for the point after. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 34 seconds to play in the opening quarter, as the Bobcats, they strike first by a score of 7-0. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
The way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
W&W AFCO Steel is one of the largest fully integrated fabricators of highly engineered structural steel components in North America. We are now hiring welders and fitters for our San Angelo division. Come join our team and apply today at 614 Art Street.
Schertz Landscape Company is as well-rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Schertz Landscape has a large year-round retail plant nursery and is your local source for landscaping design and installation, lawn care and maintenance, and sprinkler installation. We offer free consultation and can work with any size job and budget. From the weekend do-it-yourself project to a full-scale installation, we look forward to working with you. Schertz Landscape Company, located at the corner of Knickerbocker and Johnson.
Welcome to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. On the kickoff return as the Panthers bring it out across the 30 to the 35-yard line. That is where they'll set up shop, led by Harper Terry, the senior quarterback. As for the Bobcats, as Jalen Lifesti hauled in his 6th touchdown pass reception of the season, as he bobbled it, was able to hang on to it for the 13-yard reception, and for Malachi Brown, that is touchdown pass number 23 on the season. And the point after is good, and that is our score. It is Bobcats 7 and the Panthers 0. As the Panthers now with the football, as Terry fumbles the snap and then pounces on it at his own 35-yard line. No gain. It's quickly 2nd down and 10.
You know, the Bobcats have been sloppy early. Of course, just finally got on the board, but Permian has been too. And these are senior quarterbacks, you know, kind of struggling to collect themselves early on. So the Bobcats might be able to jump on another one and take advantage of that if Permian doesn't settle down here.
As we take down the final moments of this opening quarter of play, as Harper Terry brings his team to the line, and that will do it. That will end the opening quarter of play with our score. It is the Bobcats 7 and the Permian Panthers 0. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable. Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed. Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. As we'll cruise into the second quarter of play, our score is the Bobcats 7 and the Panthers 0, as the Panthers face a 2nd down and 10 situation from their own 35-yard line, as Terry stumbles on the pocket and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage at around the 31-yard line. That's a loss of about 4. Brings up 3rd down and 14. So Harper Terry, he, as you mentioned there, Jeff, he has kind of struggled a little bit in this first half of play.
Yeah, and you never know if it's the defense, you know, kind of disrupting his timing, or if it's just jitters, or maybe they're not in sync with the center. I'm not sure, but the Bobcats sure came to play, and there's a lot of excitement there in the Angry Orange right now.
3rd down and 14 for the Panthers at their own 31-yard line, as looks like there's a timeout on the football field. So let's keep it here. In the meantime there, Jeff, let's give you tonight's officials. They are from the San Angelo chapter. The referee is Dan Robertson. The umpire is Aaron Kentner. The linesman is John Kellermeyer. The line judge is Josh Boynton. And the back judge is Reed Jackson from the San Angelo chapter. Folks, we are live streaming every Central, Lakeview, and Wall Home football game this fall, and you do not want to miss a moment. You can watch on your television on the Concho Sports Network, Roku, or Fire TV app, or at ConchoSports.com, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. As both teams now, after that timeout, we have just beginning the second quarter of play. 11 minutes and 25 seconds in this second quarter, as the Bobcats have an early 7-0 lead. Our situation is that for the Panthers, It's 3rd down and 14 from their own 31-yard line, led by senior quarterback Harper Terry's in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, pump fakes right. Now fires over the middle of the pass. Is incomplete at the 45-yard line. The nearest receiver there was Terran Lemuel for the Panthers. And it's now 4th down and long, and the Panthers will have to punt.
Good job staying home by the secondary for the Bobcats. Kyson Snelson and Sutton Grantham back there at safety, doing a good job of coverage. And again, Permian doesn't want to get in 3rd and long situations. That's not what they're built for, and good job by the Bobcat defense.
Krieger's back to punt for the 3rd time today, and Snelson is back in single punt safety from the 31-yard line as the Bobcats lead 7-0. Here's a line drive kick as Snelson makes the running catch across the 40 up the middle, cutting to the right at the 50, now at the 45, and he runs out of bounds inside the 45 to the 41-yard line. Snelson with a great return all the way to the 41-yard line. Great field position for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and they've had really good field position every time they've had the ball so far, so not a lot of pressure. You wouldn't think on this Bobcat offense. Just do what they do, see if they can execute and take good care of the football and march it down again.
Well spotted at about the 42-yard line for the Bobcats at the Odessa Permian 42-yard line. Here's Malachi Brown on the football field. He has thrown a touchdown pass, fired a 13-yarder to Jalen Lifesti with 28 seconds to play in the initial quarter. Brown now with 23 touchdown passes on the year. Brown's in the shotgun as he will play fake. Now lobs it over the middle, and the catch is made up the middle inside the 15-yard line on the big over-the-shoulder catch up the middle for the big first down. Now Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats. Great play action there to Jalen Lifesti.
And guess who? Jalen Lifesti. If you're keeping track at home, I'm pretty sure that's 7 or 8 catches already. He scored our only touchdown, and they are finding ways to get him the football. Just then, he lined up in the backfield with Navarrete. They had 2 backs in the backfield along with Malachi and just put him in motion. He was wide open in the seam. Great play.
A pickup of 25 yards and a first down to the 17-yard line. Here's now Brown throws out to the right side. The catch is made by Lifesti inside the 10 to the 5. He tight ropes this right sideline, and let's see, the indication is looks like he is very close to the first down.
So he was out
at the inside the 5-yard line.
You know, if I'm Permian, I think I'd cover him. Number 6 is all over the field, and it looks like there's a flag on the play. That may be what happened.
Penalty markers down at the far side 11-yard line, which stops the clock with 10 minutes and 32 seconds to play. And it appears it's a holding call against the Bobcats, 10-yard penalty, so they'll reset it.
Well, maybe there was a reason he was wide open. We had a receiver holding. Seth Levesque called for the hold right there.
10 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the second quarter as the Bobcats with a lead by a score of 7-0 as Malachi Brown is in the shotgun. They'll spot it at outside the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down and 15 for the Bobcats. They lead 7-0. Brown's in the shotgun as he takes the snap. Now throws a flanker screen to the left side, which is loaded. One hops in front of Lifesti at the near side 25-yard line. It's an incomplete pass. Second down and 15 for the Bobcats.
The last 2 or 3 plays, they've faked the handoff to Navarrete, and each time I thought, well, he's got running room, but they didn't give it to him. So maybe Permian's kind of keying on those slot receivers now and might open up some more running room.
Brown hit Lifesti with a 13-yard pass to end that opening quarter. The point after was good, and that is where we stand at 7-0. Second down and 15 for Central. Here's Brown back to pass. Lobs a pass over the middle to the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. Wide open, but the intended receiver was Seth Levesque in the middle of the end zone. It's now third down and 15.
A well-designed play, and he did a good job of putting some air underneath that ball so that only Levesque could get there, but just a little bit too far out of his reach, and another big third down coming up for the Cats.
The Bobcats are led by head coach Brent Davis in this 12th season. He has won 68% of his games here at San Angelo Central. Entering tonight's game, he has a record of 93 wins and 43 losses. So a timeout is on the football field by Permian. And we'll keep it right here because, folks, we just wanted to highlight how important booster clubs are for high school sports and the great work they do. The Bobcat Booster Club donated over 400 Angry Orange t-shirts to future Bobcats through the Boys and Girls Club. They also donated a total of $56,000 split between 20 different sports and spirit groups this year, so that these organizations can purchase equipment and uniforms not covered by their SAISD budget. Even in such a challenging year, when the Bobcat Booster Club had to cancel some fundraising events due to COVID restrictions, Bobcat fans stepped up in a big way to support the Booster Club and all of the CHS athletic and spirit teams. We know that the Bobcat Booster Club appreciates the support. If you would like to join the Bobcats Booster Club, visit bobcatsboosterclub.org. That's bobcatsboosterclub.org, and click the membership tab on the main menu. So it's now 3rd down and 15 for the Bobcats at the 22-yard line of Odessa Permian as Malachi Brown's in the shotgun. He has receivers slot to the far side with a 3-man front by the Panthers as the Bobcats lead 7-0. As Malachi Brown, the third-year starter, takes the snap, drops back as he fires to the left corner of the end zone, wide open, and the pass was too high and far, incomplete for Weston Hill, the senior wide receiver, and it's now 4th down.
Once again, great job by the offensive line, giving him a pocket to throw with, and I feel like Malachi had other options on that play. Could have ran the ball. Navarrete was open, the running back, so he chose to go deep. It looks like they might be attempting a field goal now.
This will be at around a 39-yard field goal attempt for Aguilar. And this will try to give the Bobcats a 10-0 lead here in the second quarter. From 39 yards, here's the snap, the put down. The kick is up, line drive kick, and the kick is good! As Aguilar fires and nails a 39-yard field goal to give the Bobcats a 10-0 lead here in the second quarter with 10:07 to play in the first half.
Man, you like to see that. The kicker came to play tonight. That's a great kick for a high school football game. Almost a 40-yarder right there to give the Bobcats a 10-0 lead.
So the Bobcats now up by 10 here with 10:07 to play in the first half. And let's pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Come and see us at Shenanigans, the best sports bar and grill in San Angelo. We'll have every Central, Lakeview, and Wall Home football game from Concho Sports Network to watch on our many big screen TVs. And don't forget to try our ribeye steak bits or chicken fried steak on Friday night. We also have NFL Sunday ticket, so drop by for the best food in town every Friday and Sunday while you watch the game. Shenanigans, 3250 Sherwood Way.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. We're now ready for the Shirts Landscape kickoff to restart the game after Ethan Aguilar nails a 39-yard field goal for Central to give the home team a 10-0 lead. Here's a short pooch kick, and a fair catch is made at the 29-yard line by the Panthers, and they'll start 1st and 10 as Pierce makes that catch for the fair catch. So for the Panthers now, on the road trailing 10-0, they get the football with their senior quarterback Harper Terry. A little sluggish start, Jeff, as you mentioned, so this is the time now for the Panthers to try to get something going.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Harper Terry has accounted for 27 total touchdowns this season. So far not in sync, but you know that Permian, it's only a matter of time before they get their offense going. So the Bobcats better be ready for it. Good to have a 10-0 lead right now as Permian's playing from behind.
And this is a team that's averaged 39 points per game. Here's a handoff to Lemieux around the left side at the 30 to the 35. Steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. They pick up of 6 yards, and it's 2nd down and 4 as Terry Lemieux, the all-purpose receiver and returner, runs around the left side for a 6-yard gain.
I think it was number 3, Shai Deary on the carry, if I'm not mistaken. He's such a playmaker for them, and went back behind on the reverse. They're going to try and get the ball to him. Like I said earlier, he's got 14 touchdowns on the season. All of those have been catches, but it looks like they're ready to get him the football however they can.
Indeed, check that. That was Deary with the carry. He has 14 touchdown receptions on the season. 2nd down and 4. There's the inside handoff. That is Castillo running up the middle as he plows his way forward to the 1st down for the Panthers.
Senior running back Andy Castillo with his first carry of the game, and obviously just like any offense, you got to go to certain weapons to open up the rest of it, and so Harper Terry doing a good job of giving the ball right there.
That's a gain of 9 yards and a 1st down to the 45-yard line for the Panthers. First down and 10 at their own 45-yard line as the Bobcats lead 10-0 as we have 9:38 and counting in this second quarter of play as Harper Terry's in the shotgun. Here's the snap and lobs it over the middle, and the catch is made by Lemieux as he makes the reception for the first down. Terry Lemieux, that's his first catch of the night and a big first down.
Yeah, great play action pass by the Permian Panthers there to get a big first down. Looks like maybe a stoppage in play. Looks like maybe he got up.
Well, he takes it to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 18 yards for the Panthers.
Unless there's a flag on the play.
Right.
Looks like it's on Central.
So that'll move the football a little bit more there as well there, Jeff, as the clock is stopped with 9:26 to play in this first half as the Bobcats, they have a 10-0 lead, so they'll spot it at the 22-yard line. And just like that, now, Jeff, that for the Panthers, they're just outside of the red zone.
Yeah, that's a first bad penalty of the game. The Bobcats getting them that much closer to the end zone, so Permian with a big opportunity.
There's the first down handoff once again at about the 20-yard line.
That is Terry Lemieux.
Yes, that is Lemieux on the carry that time. The 5'9", 165-pound senior to the 20, a pickup of 2. It's second down and 8 for the Panthers.
You know, they got a lot of weapons on offense, but it's not an offensive scheme that we're used to seeing. So they move them all over the field. They may have several in the backfield, and you really got to play assignment football if you're on defense. And I know the Cats have been working on that, so it's be interesting to watch.
Second down and 8 for the Panthers at the Central 20-yard line. Here's a low snap. Terry drops back the pass, slings the ball down to the left side into the corner of the end zone. It is caught. Let's see. Yes, it is a touchdown as Shy Derry makes the catch, the 20-yard catch in the left corner of the end zone for the score to put the Panthers on the board.
Really good pass by Harper Terry. It looked like number 27 for the Cats made a really good hit to push him out of bounds, but maybe Shy Deary just barely got a toe down. Kind of hard to tell from that angle. Really good recovery by the defender to try and knock him out of bounds.
As the Panthers on the field for the point after, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to that left far goal post. So Deary now with his 15th touchdown reception of the season. And for Terry, that is touchdown pass number 19, but the point after was no good. So our score with 8:29 to play and the first half, it's Bobcats 10 and the Panthers 6. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel, as the Panthers get on the scoreboard as Deary hauls in a 20-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Harper Terry in that left corner of the end zone. The point after fails, and the score is now the Bobcats up by 4 by a count of 10-6 with 8:29 to play and the first half of action from San Angelo Stadium. And Jeff, you mentioned this would be a whale of a ball game, and this has been a tight contest so far.
And you knew Permian would go to Shy Stevens Deary, their star receiver, 15 touchdown catches on the season. That came at a good time for Permian.
Here's the Church Landscape kickoff to restart the game for the Bobcats. Back to the near side across the 20 to the 25, upended at the 31-yard line. For Central, that was Nichols on the return, so an athletic run there to the 31-yard line.
And that's Kente Nichols on the kickoff return, same player who just almost made a heck of a defensive play to keep Deary from touching down in the end zone, but the call was touchdown and a good play for Permian to get back on board.
Well, for the Bobcats there, Jeff, they currently have a 4-game winning streak against this Odessa team, against Odessa Permian, and They are now attempting to win 5 games in a row, as Shea Harris said, 5 games in a row. So 5 games in a row, which dates back to the 2017 season.
I think I read maybe this would be 6 straight for the Bobcats. So they got a lot of momentum if you go back that far.
Here's Malachi Brown, quarterback keeper, off to the left side as he scrambles ahead to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 9. It is 2nd down and 1. As Malachi Brown off the left side runs up the left side right in front of the Bobcats bench to the 40-yard line. And they say it's a first down. And yes, it's a first down at a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
Brent Davis is 5-2 versus Permian. So, you know, he's got a lot of experience coaching against this this program and this scheme. So, you know, he's coaching these Bobcats up to expect to win every time they take the field.
First down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 40-yard line as they lead by 4, 10-6. As Brown takes a snap, now hands it off to Lifesti off the right side, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. A loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for the Bobcats as we approach 8 minutes to play in this first half, as the Bobcats lead by a count of 10-6 as Malachi Brown hit Jalen Lifesti with a 13-yard touchdown pass at the end of the first quarter. Ethan Aguilar hit a 39-yard field goal, and Terry hits Deary with a 20-yard pass in the left corner of the end zone moments ago. The point after fails to make it 10-6 where we stand. 2nd down and 11 for the Bobcats at their own 39-yard line. Malachi Brown's in the shotgun as he takes a snap, as he retreats, looks to his left as he floats the ball to the left side. The catch is made across midfield to the 49-yard line of the Panthers, into the hands of the left near side.
Baylor Johnson. Yeah.
The tight end makes his first catch of the night.
The junior tight end with a big-time catch. Good patience by Malachi Brown. Good protection by the offensive line, and a great catch by Baylor Johnson to keep those chains moving.
That's a pickup of 12 yards and a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats at the 49-yard line of the Panthers. Here's Brown, he throws to the right side. His Lifesti breaks a tackle at the 40, far side. He's out in front at the 20, at the 10, to the 5. A 49-yard touchdown reception to Jalen Lifesti and the score for the Bobcats. He made it look easy there, Jeff.
I mean, this guy's incredible. He's going to be tired after tonight. They're using him every way they can think to use him, in the backfield, in motion, on reverses. He keeps finding ways to make plays and get open, and looks like fortunate that a defender fell down there, but once he did, it was all over. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And for Malachi Brown, that is now touchdown pass number 24, Lifesti, reception number 7 on the season. And it's now 16-6 Bobcats, as Aguilar is on the field for the point after. Here's the snap and a put down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And now, just like that, the Bobcats now have increased their lead to 10 at 17-6 with 6:59 to play and the first half. And that was a great drive there, Jeff, by the Bobcats.
Absolutely. You want to keep pressure on Permian. You know, they like to run the football, and the more you keep them down, you know, the more they kind of have to get out of their game plan. Clearly, this game is a long way from being over, but good job by the Bobcats to kind of retake momentum.
Well, Jeff, while we have a moment, let's talk about the regional standings here in District 2-6A. The Bobcats are sitting in first place with that 4-0 record, 4-3 overall. While for the Panthers, they are in second place with that 4-1 mark and a 6-2 overall record. But don't forget Midland Lee, because the Bobcats, after tonight's game, will travel to Midland next week to take on Midland Lee. They are 3-1 in district play and 6-1 overall. So it's a tight race between these three teams.
Right. It's those three teams that are shooting for the title right now. Midland Lee was actually ranked higher than any of them early on in the season. So you can't count them out, and that's who Central plays next week. So got to take care of business tonight. Then you got to beat the Lee Rebels next week if you want to take this district running away.
Here is the Church Landscape kickoff to restart this game in the second quarter. A short pooch kick, and now the catch is made at the 35-yard line. Immediately tackled on that catch there is Pierce at the 36-yard line. And for the Bobcats, great tackle there. And now for Odessa Permian there, Jeff. You're down here on the road, 17-6, towards the middle part of the second quarter. Harper Terry still has to be the key.
Yeah, he is. He's the key. He's a senior. He's the leader of this offense. He can do a little bit of everything. He made a great pass earlier on that touchdown. He's gonna make plays, and you got to just expect that. But you got to limit the big plays and play assignment defense.
First down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 36-yard line. Here is Terry up the middle, across the 40 to the 45 at midfield. Brought down from behind all the way to the 46-yard line of Central as Harper Terry, the spark plug for this offense, rumbles all the way to the 46-yard line. A Texas Bank first down for the Panthers.
The triple option is so tough to defend. Most people in the building thought the fullback had the football, but a great job keeping it by Harper Terry, finding the seam up the middle, and a good long run for the first down.
That's a pickup of 20 yards for the senior quarterback. First down and 10 for the Panthers. 6:33 and counting before halftime. It's the Bobcats 17 and the Panthers 6. Terry's in the shotgun as he takes the snap and hands it off to Castillo, slanting off the left guard across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7 for the Panthers.
Yep, that's Andy Castillo on the carry, and they're not going to get out of their scheme too quickly. They know they've got plenty of time to do what they do. The Bobcats are going to have to stay at home, play assignment football, and maybe try and force another turnover.
Well, Jeff, this series between these two teams began back in 1959. Central won the first meeting by a 12-7 score, and that's a long time coming. 1955, these teams started playing football. Second down and 7 from the 44-yard line as Terry, quarterback keeper up the middle inside the 40, as he is brought down at the 35-yard line. They pick up 9 yards. Harper Terry, that's a hard run there. 9-yard run up the middle for the first down. A Texas Bank first down for the Panthers.
And the defensive lineman, number 99 for Central, hits the fullback right off the bat. That's Dwayne Huff on the D-line for the Central Bobcats, but the only problem was Castillo didn't have the ball, and Harper Terry kept it again, and another good run for the Mojo quarterback.
Well, Jeff, as we mentioned earlier, this series began back in 1959. The vice president in 1959 was none other than Richard Milhouse Nixon, way back in 1959, a long time ago.
You did your homework.
Yeah, Richard Nixon, he also law school at Duke University.
Okay.
From the 36-yard line, first out of 10, inside handout to Castillo once again, inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. A pickup of 3. It's second down and 7.
Some real history between these two programs over the years. Even the year Central won their state championship, they had one loss.
Right.
Guess who?
Yeah.
Permian. Permian was the only team to beat them the year that Central won the state championship. So they've been at each other for a long time, and storied rivalry. It's fun to get them back on the field against each other.
Second down and 7. There is Terry as he fires down to the left side. The pass was almost intercepted by the Bobcats over to that far side at around the 17-yard line, so it's now third down and 7.
Well, and give credit to Caden Hammeister for getting out there covering that play very well. A lot of people thought it was going to be a pitch, but he's out there playing it perfectly, just didn't quite come down with the football. They were trying to go to their receiver, Shy Deary, over there.
Well, Jeff, as we talked about earlier, the first time these two teams played way back in 1959, guess what else happened in 1959? The selection, NASA selected its first 7 astronauts. You know, Alan Shepard, John Glenn, Wally Schirra.
I'll be done.
All the greats, yes, sir. Here's a handoff on third down and 7, sliding up to the left side, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Castillo on the carry. Shy of the first down. Gain of about 3, so it's now fourth down and 4 for the Panthers at the 28-yard line of Central. It appears, Jeff, that for the Panthers, they will not go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. And this is one of the critical plays of the first half here. Key play for the Central defense to try and maintain momentum and finish out the first half on top.
Fourth down and 4 for the Panthers. There's the toss off the right side to Lemieux. He's inside the 30 to the 25, and he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. That is a first down. It's a gain of 5 and a first down for the Panthers. It's a Texas Bank first down. That's a good call there. Give it to your star player, Terry Lemieux, off the right side as he gets the first down.
And the defense played it well. I did not think that play was going to work for Permian. The pitch was a little slow and not really in stride, but good vision by Lemieux to get the first down.
As we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds in ticking to play in this second quarter. First down and 10 for the Panthers at the Bobcat 23-yard line. Here's the snap, and here's the toss off the left side inside the 20 to the 15. And he's brought down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line on a gain of 9 yards. That's Rodney Hall, the 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. He has 1 touchdown run on the season as he takes it inside the 15 to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and right off the bat, you can see why Rodney Hall is on the field. He's got some jukes. He made a great move to get past that first level and another big first down for Permian.
That's an advance of 12 yards, first down and 10 for the Panthers. Knocking on the door here at the Bobcats 11-yard line inside the red zone as Terry takes the snap. Now he runs it off the left side. He's brought down at the 10-yard line. Good open field tackle made there by Bryson McNutt, the linebacker for the Bobcats.
Yeah, great tackle by Bryson McNutt. And on this triple option, you still have to key on Harper Terry every play. If you tackle him and he doesn't have the ball, then so be it. But more times than not, he's going to have the football, and you got to key on him.
That's a gain of 1 yard, second down and 9 for the Panthers at the Bobcats 10-yard line. 2 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock and counting in this first half as Harper Terry, his team trails 17-6 on the road. There's the snap, and now here's a reverse to Lemieux around the left side inside the 10, and he's brought down at the 6-yard line to pick up 4. Nice clip up there on the tackle with Snelson.
Great job. 4. Great job by Kyson Snelson to trip him up. Shai Deary so fast and explosive. Ty Casey was in the backfield, did enough just to slow him down a tad, and then Snelson with the tackle. Big 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd down and 5 from the 6-yard line. As we are under 2 minutes in this second quarter, 1 minute, 40 seconds and ticking. As Terry's in the shotgun, quarterback keeper, and he is tackled at the 5-yard line. Snelson there was the first one on the hit. No gain on the play. Nice open field tackle there by Snelson.
Excellent defense by the Bobcats, and another big-time hit on number 99, Dwayne Huff, up the middle. The guy didn't have the football, so we had to have someone else on the quarterback. Great defense by the Bobcats.
There is an injured Bobcat player, so with the injury on the field, let's pause for a timeout as well. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. The injured player for the Bobcats was Kyson Snelson, so he was walking off to the near sideline on his own power, so that is a good sign for Snelson, his parents, and also for Bobcats fans. So we now have a 4th down and 4 situation for the Panthers. The ball spotted just outside the 6-yard line with 1:13 to play in the second quarter. Our score is the Bobcats 17 and the Odessa Permian Panthers 6. So it appears to be another timeout on the field. So let's keep it right here there, Jeff. So you have to give credit for the Panthers. This has been a well-executed drive by the Panthers by using Terrell Lemieux and also Harper Terry and running the football.
Yeah, and a big 4th down conversion that they had earlier with that run. And they've got plenty of weapons. Harper Terry gets it started, but clearly they're putting some speed out there and explosive playmakers for Permian, and they've got plenty of options, and that's why it's so tough to defend. You got to pick your poison, and they've done a good job of keeping this drive alive.
Well, for the Bobcats, they lead by a count of 17-6. Let's quickly recap the individual scoring for you. Jalen Lafesti, he led it off a 13-yard pass off the right hand of Malachi Brown. The kick was good with 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter, to give the Bobcats an early 7-0 lead. Then Ethan Aguilar, he nailed a 39-yard field goal at the 10:07 mark of the second quarter to make it 10-0 Bobcats. Then Deary caught a 20-yard touchdown pass from Terry. The kick failed to make it 10-6. And then moments ago, Lafesti, a 49-yard pass from Brown down the right sideline. The point after was good to make it 17-6. And that is where we stand. So it's now 4th down and 4 for the Panthers. The ball spotted at the 6-yard line. and it looks like now that the Panthers will go for the field goal.
Yeah, interesting decision, but it makes sense. Tate Terry on to attempt the field goal to try and cut it to a one-possession ball game.
This will be a 23-yard field goal attempt from the middle of the field. Here's the snap, the put down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And just like that, a 23-yard field goal, and the score is now 17-9 in favor of the Bobcats with 62 seconds to play in the second quarter. Let's pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Tom Green County, you can be our member. With our new online loan application, you can visit our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. Offering personal, vehicle, and home loans, we make it easy to get the loan that meets your financial needs. Loan decisions are made locally, so you don't have to wait. We're an equal housing lender.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel, as the Panthers hit a 23-yard field goal to cut the deficit to within 8 with 62 seconds to play in the opening half of play, as we're about ready to begin play to start this football game with the Shirts Landscape kickoff. And Jeff, that was a good drive by the Panthers there. I thought it was a well-executed drive, driving right down the field against the heart of the Bobcats defense.
And a really important field goal right there to get points on the board and cut it back to a one-possession ball game. The Bobcats have a minute left, and you know they've got the offense to push it down the field pretty quickly. Got to take care of the football and try and get more points on the board before the half.
Here is the Shirts Landscape kickoff by the Panthers. Here's a short kick and a signal, and it's fumbled by the Bobcats at the 33-yard line, and it's recovered by the Panthers. Boy, oh boy, it was recovered there by Zach Wheeler, the 5'9", 165 junior, as he recovers the fumble, and a big play there. Boy, oh boy. Late in the second quarter there, Jeff.
Yeah, huge momentum shift there for Permian to get the ball back in Bobcat territory, and there's been some bad turnovers in this first half on both sides, and so the pressure's back on the Central defense to try and hold their ground and keep Permian from getting back in the end zone. What a way to finish this half.
First down and 10 for the Panthers at the Central 32-yard line, only trailing by 8 now with a chance to perhaps tie the game with the touchdown and a two-point conversion, but 59 seconds left, but timeout has been called on the Panthers, so that is their third and final timeout, and Jeff will keep it here. Boy, that was a costly mistake there by the Bobcats off that kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, just when you think they've got just enough time to go into the locker room with a lead and maybe more, Permian now with an opportunity to tie the football game, only down by 8. So, you know, we'll see if the Panthers can capitalize with it. You know, this has been a weird first half with some untimely turnovers by both teams, and that's not what you expected the Bobcats to do right there. We'll see if they can collect themselves and the defense can make a big stand.
Do you think that the bye had something to do with it, since it's really been 2 weeks since the Bobcats played a game November 6th?
You know, possibly. You know, it's been such a weird season, and practice schedule off just a little bit, but you know, everybody's dealing with the same circumstances right now. So Central's got their work cut out for them right here.
It's first down and 10 for the Panthers at the 32-yard line of Central with 59 seconds to play in the first half. Harper Terry's on the field, throws to the left side, and now Hall throws it deep down the left side. It's caught for a touchdown by Terry Lemieux for 32 yards. And the Panthers are now 2 points from tying the game. What a play.
That is Shy Deary again, number 3. Shy Stevens Deary with another touchdown catch. That guy does nothing but catch touchdowns. And a little razzle-dazzle right here for Permian. It's Harper Terry over to number 22, Andrew Pettit. No, I'm sorry, that's for Central. Rodney Hall, as you said, the sophomore. And they've got playmakers, man. It didn't take them long to answer right there.
So Deary with the touchdown reception. That is now his 16th touchdown catch of the year, and it's now 17-16. So it appears that for the they're going to try to tie it now with the 2-point conversion there, Jeff.
17-15.
Yes, sir. with 53 seconds to play in the half. Here now is Terry, rolls out to his right, and he's into the end zone, and the game is tied just like that at 17.
You don't want to give these guys extra chances. They've got all the momentum now as we approach halftime, and that's what turnovers will do. They'll give a good team a second chance to regain momentum, and here we are. We got a brand new ball game. 53 seconds still left in the half.
The fumble with the kickoff, and as we said, they needed a touchdown and 2-point conversion, and that's exactly what the Panthers did as Hall throws a 32-yard touchdown pass to Deary. Deary's 16th touchdown reception this season, and a 2-pointer is good, and just like that, Jeff, we're tied at 17.
That's right. Not a lot of fans on the Permian side, but you can certainly hear the chants of Mojo as they've kind of woken up over there, and we've got ourselves a ball game. 53 seconds. I guess the good thing is only about 8 or 9 seconds ticked off the clock. The Bobcats still might have an opportunity to march down the field. So first things first, let's catch this kickoff and see what we can do with it.
We have had 5 scores in this second quarter alone after a rather shaky first quarter there, Jeff. The only score in the first quarter was that Lifesti 13-yard touchdown pass of reception. But other than that, this has been a very explosive second quarter play here at San Angelo Stadium.
Yeah, tomorrow they'll look at film and they'll say, man, we missed 2 golden opportunities early on in this game, but you can't worry about that right now. And I know the coaches are focused simply on what do we have to do moving forward and in the second half to win this football game.
Probably expect another pooch kick again on this kickoff to restart the game on the Church Landscape kickoff. And now a fair catch is made across the 25 to the 28-yard line into the hands of Caden Box. So that is where the Bobcats will begin on offense. They'll spot it at around the inside their 30-yard line to about the 27-yard line. So the Bobcats, they have plenty of time there, Jeff. 52 seconds left. You have Malachi Brown, Jalen Lifesti. Anything could happen in the final 52 ticks.
There's no question. They have plenty of weapons on offense and one timeout. They can spread it around. They can get it down the field quickly. Let's see what Malachi has up his sleeve.
So Brown now in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to this near side on first down and 10. Drops back to pass and lets it fly down the right sideline, and the pass is incomplete to too far. Intended for Seth Levesque at the far side, 35-yard line. It's now second down and 10.
Yep, and Levesque is the guy you want to go to if you're looking for maybe a jump ball or somebody that can get up over the defender to come down with a big deep ball. But second down right here, 49 seconds remaining in the half.
Well, maybe for this situation there, Jeff, you could try to get it to midfield. Maybe try to throw a Hail Mary. Remember in the Arizona Buffalo game last week, Arizona did the same thing.
That's
so you
right.
just never know.
Never count them out. Obviously Malachi, you never count him out with his feet.
Harris Brown, the quarterback keeper up the middle, across the 30 to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 7, brings in third down and 3 for the Bobcats with 35 seconds to play in the second quarter.
It looks like they are not going to use their timeout. Malachi Brown with a gain of 7. And the Central Bobcats might be content just going to the locker room with a tie football game.
Well, first place is on the line in the District 2A 6A region, and we are tied. And Jeff, as you said, you're exactly right that the Bobcats and head coach Brett Davis will take it to the locker room in a tied game at 17 and a very wild second quarter of play as the Bobcats led at one point by a score of 10-0, but for Permian, they have climbed back to tie this game, and we are even at 17 as we'll take it to the break. We'll pause, and then we'll have Vince and the crew with the halftime show. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
W&W AFCO Steel is one of the largest fully integrated fabricators of highly engineered structural steel components in North America. We are now hiring welders and fitters for our San Angelo division. Come join our team and apply today at 614 Art Street.
Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Schertz Landscape has a large year-round retail plant nursery and is your local source for landscaping design and installation, lawn care and maintenance, and sprinkler installation. We offer free consultation and can work with any size job and budget. From the weekend do-it-yourself project to a full-scale installation, we look forward to working with you. Schertz Landscape Company, located at the corner of Knickerbocker and Johnson.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed. Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Welcome everybody to the Mathis Law Firm halftime show. Vincent Salazar back of course with the head coach, with the coach himself, Larry Holzer, and our special guest tonight here, Garrett Scott, of course, the legendary Central Bobcat, joining us here. And guys, boy, what a crazy first half we saw. Right now, we're all tied up in this ball game, 17-17. Tell us, how in the world did we get to this score?
Well, I think it's a tale of two quarters, to be honest with you. The first quarter, Central really kind of owned it. Offensively, they drove down the field every time they had it. They had basically the Permians into the field the whole first quarter. And defensively, they forced three and outs during that quarter, you know. And Central drives down the first possession and throws a pick in the end zone, which is kind of uncharacteristic of Mal Brown. And then 3 and out, they punt it off. They drive back down again, and Mal fumbles it on the 2, you know, which is, once again, very uncharacteristic of Mal Brown. You know, and another 3 and out by the defense. They step up big, punt it off, and then Central finally capitalizes with 34 seconds left in the quarter with a pass to Lifefesti. You know, and then here comes the second quarter, you know, and what Permian needed to do tonight, which was control the ball. They had 2 possessions that went the length of the field and chewed up a lot of clock, kept Central's offense off, because really and truly, Permian's defense hasn't really stopped them. No. They haven't had to punt yet, I don't think, right?
I don't believe so.
No, I mean, Central's offense went down the field every time they had it, but Permian did what they needed to do tonight offensively, which was take long drives the length of the field, and you know, one of them, they went all the way down the field and threw a nice pass in the corner on the side of the end zone, which some people out there would probably say he was out, but the official said he was in, so he's in. And then Central drives down again, kicks a field goal, or answers the bell on that one, and then forces a punt, drives down, kicks a field goal, and then that's where the wheels kind of fell off a little bit, and Central made a mistake on special teams, which they normally don't do when they muff that kickoff return, and Permian capitalized on it after driving down previously to kick a field goal of their own to go, 17-9 at that time, and then they throw a nice double pass, and here we are tied at 17-17.
Yeah, I'd say Coach Crane said it best growing up all through high school. You win the turnover battle, you usually win the game. And
you would think that it's 40 degrees and raining right now. The ball is all over the place, both sides. Terrible job controlling the ball, and that'll lose it. The best team can lose to the worst team if you put the ball on the ground enough times, and I think that's what happened. And then the big plays, you got to stop the big plays, and it's uncharacteristic, but it happens. Permian usually doesn't come out and throw the ball. They usually don't come out and look for the big plays. They usually go three at a time, and they did it 2 drives. Other than that, they haven't been successful in that, but they've been hitting the big plays. The double pass was big. Uncharacteristic, but well played, well coached. So give them credit where credit's due. And I think one thing that you don't give the defense enough credit for is those 2 drives. They're going a long time. They're on the field. And then when you have an offense like Central's, they're going to come out and they're going to score in 10 plays. They're going to score in 5 plays. So you go from being on the field from 23, they're scoring in 3 plays, and you're back on the field. So I think that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed by the Angry Orange defense is they're on the field, and they're playing their hearts out, and they're playing hard. But little stupid mistakes, that's going to determine the winner and loser of this game. It shouldn't be this close, but it is, and it could go either way. So.
Yeah, absolutely right, guys. I mean, a lot of sloppy play out there, turnovers galore. Just very uncharacteristic from both these 2 teams. But going into that second half, I think it's going to be a completely different ball game. From what we've heard and what we've seen, I think they're finally going to get those jitters out, and that's where we might see some real things go down in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, both teams, they're going to go in the locker room, they're going to preach. They're going to preach ball security, they're going to preach protection. You make your stupid mistakes, you lose the game. And both kids are going to get that ingrained in their mind. They're going to come out the second quarter or second half, and they're going to play well. Both teams will be better in the first half, and that's what you have to expect as a coach. You go in there and you game plan. And, I mean, other than a few mistakes, you can't tell the defense for Central that they're playing any worse than they should be. A couple mistakes, a couple plays that made the difference, but they've stuck with their game plan. 3 and outs against Odessa Permian is huge. That is a big thing, because if not, they go 10 plays, they go 20 plays. That'll wear a defense out. So 3 and outs, big thing. It's going to change the game for sure, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now Central is -2 in the turnover battle. And you know as well as I do, -2 in a game, that's going to be tough. But here we are at halftime tied, even with a -2 differential with turnovers. So, you said it best. Right now in that locker room, they're probably not too uptight. Their game plan is right there where they want it to be. They've got to clean up mistakes.
Yeah, they're not on the whiteboard right now. They're not up there drawing schemes. Their schemes were working. They worked from the beginning of the game. First quarter, you keep the other team on your side of the 50-yard line, you're going to play well. And first quarter, we did play well. So they're not in there preaching new strategies. They're in there preaching the fundamentals. You keep doing what you've learned in the 6th grade. Hold on to the ball, don't turn it over, and that's what it's going to take for this game.
Yeah, to be a fly on the wall to hear what Coach Brent Davis is saying to those guys. So, but guys, what we'll do is we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some of the key strategies we might see in that second half. Don't go away. We'll be right back here on the Mathis Law Firm Halftime Show.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Come and see us at Shenanigans, the best sports bar and grill in San Angelo. We'll have every Central, Lakeview, and Wall-Home football game from Concho Sports Network to watch on our many big screen TVs. And don't forget to try our ribeye steak bits or chicken fried steak on Friday night. We also have NFL Sunday ticket, so drop by for the best food in town every Friday and Sunday while you watch the game. Shenanigans, 3250 Sherwood Way.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Life.
Welcome back here to the Mathis Law Firm halftime show. At halftime's currently tied up 17-17 between your Central Bobcats and the Odessa Permian Panthers. Of course, guys, we talked about it going into halftime right now. There's got to be some corrections before going into that second half. When we head into the second half, what are y'all expecting to see changed for both of these teams to come out successful?
Well, I think at halftime, Garrick said it best right before we went in that commercial break, that these guys aren't preaching a whole lot other than stay the course. The game plan's working on both sides, I've said it before. You can have a great half of football, but no game has ever been won at halftime, unless it's been by a lightning delay or something. But no game's ever been won at halftime. You play a really good half of ball, and both of them did. I thought Central did exactly what they wanted to do, other than the mistakes with turnovers. And the second quarter, you saw Permian do what they wanted to do. I think you go in at halftime and you stay the course. You tell everybody, calm down. We'll fix the mistakes that we had, and we'll come out and do what we've been doing. I do expect to see Permian. I think they've been running the midline and the dive and the toss really well. I can see them setting up that slot counter back the other way with a little misdirection. I can see that's probably part of their wrinkle.
Yeah, exactly that. I think as far as linebackers, defensive front goes, I think you can't fall asleep. They've been running the same thing over and over again. They set that up for a reason. And as a defensive player, you got to know your job. And if you mess up one time, that's going to be the one that they run it on. So I think just staying true to what you know, what you've coached. They haven't ran it, you know that. They've come out in the spread. Odessa Permian doesn't run the spread. They've switched to it. They did that in 2016 when we were playing them. They come out, they thought they were doing something different, they would work. It didn't, so they went back to the basics. And that's what they're doing here. They're going back to running the midline. They're going right up to running up the middle and being more physical. And so far it hadn't worked, so they're going to pop it outside. So I think coming in from half, they're going to have to, whichever team's more excited is going to win the game. And I think big momentum shifter coming into the half. Permian looking down at the first half, and they came back and they made a real good push right before halftime. So I think Central coming out of that tunnel, they're going to have to pick their heads up, and they're going to have to come out with the same excitement that they had the first half. And if that happens, it's going to be a new ball game. The numbers are what they are, the score is what it is, but Central is winning the game. Permian is winning the big play game. And at this point, you never know which one's more important, because both of them will win you the game overall.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think it's going to come down to those big plays like you mentioned, Garrick, but at the same time, it's just kind of going both ways, so it's really hard to say how this was going to end.
Absolutely. They're going to be really patient the first part of this time, this half or halftime. They're going to go in, they're going to relax, they're going to hydrate. Just from personal experience, and Gary can back me up, they're going to go in, they're going to calm down, they're going to recollect their thoughts, they're going to go into each respective coach's office, they're going to talk about all the stuff that they liked, the stuff that they hit big on both sides, Permian and Central. And then they're going to get on that board and they're going to talk. Okay, this is what they've hit us on. How do we adjust to that? And I don't foresee a whole lot of big adjustments tonight, because I think both of them are doing what they want. And then right before it comes out, they'll get them back focused just like they did pregame, since we're back to 0-0 really.
Yeah, I think people don't understand a lot about home field advantage. I think one of the biggest ideals to home field advantage is you look out in the crowd tonight, and it's not like there's a mob of orange. Restrictions prevent that. But the home field advantage that they have right now is at halftime, they're going into the same meeting rooms that they go into at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're going into the same ones that they go to at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to watch film. They're at home. They know the system. Permian is in the guest locker room. They're meeting in their corners. They're all talking at the same time. So I think overall, that's a big thing to home field advantage. And going back to the fans, this is practice every morning. Central doesn't practice in front of 15,000 fans. They practice in front of nobody. And I think that's something that it goes unnoticed. I've never played in the stadium, and the horseshoe hadn't been full of adults trying to take the middle school student section. So I think that's something that kids adapt. I mean, it takes a half maybe, but they're not used to playing in front of all this. They're having to feed their own energy. They're having to feed off of one another on the people in the orange on the field. They're not getting it from the crowd like they're used to. So I think both sides are not used to having to fuel their own energy. So I think coming into the second half, not only will they settle down, but they'll kind of get more excited. And I think that's a big thing in this game.
Yeah, excellent points there, guys. So one thing, of course, I want to ask final we got the ideas for the teams now, but when we look at these team leaders, who do you expect to really step up here in this second half to kind of guide their team to a big victory here?
Oh, I think Mal Brown. I mean, he's a natural-born leader. I think Mal Brown does it on offense, and I think Ty Casey does it on defense. They've been doing it all year. They're gonna depend on those two to give them a spark as well. And I think you see it on the Permian side that Terry Harper is going to do the same thing for them.
Yeah, I think on the defense side of the ball, of course you got Malachi, but I love number 47, the defensive end for Central.
Absolutely.
I love his energy. He fuels them up there. That's a big thing. I mean, we had Elbert Pauk. He was always the guy, and that kid reminds me of Elbert Pauk to a T. He's out there and throwing his hands up, getting them excited. He's yelling. When there's a turkey, he's going to let everybody in the stands know, and that's a big thing. Especially playing at home, they feed off of that. They feed off of how you feel on the field. So, and going back to Malachi, I mean, coming off of a big week, he's got the awards. He's got breaking Mickeys, breaking Cows, breaking Braden Hucks. There's records all over the place being shattered, and he's got to come back to earth, and he did. That first half, he played his heart out. A couple mistakes, it happens. I mean, they're human. They're kids, and they're human. So I think he's shown that he's a leader before, and he'll show it again. He's shown he's a great football player. So coming into the second half, expect him to see him stand up. Going back to him, I mean, I was his 7-on-7 coach. My senior year in his 8th grade year, I was a 7-on-7 coach, and he was a leader from that day on. Going in, I mean, it wasn't, hey, guys, come in. It was, Malachi, go get him. And he did. I mean, he is a leader. He's a quarterback as it gets. They say that your linebacker's your quarterback of the defense. Ty Casey is that. But I just love the energy that we get from the defensive front as a whole. They're not the biggest. They're not the meanest. But you know what? They're doing their job, and that's what it takes.
Absolutely. I think a connection that we hadn't seen a whole lot tonight that we have during the year is Mal to Levesque. He tried to chew, and it was just a little out of Levesque's reach. I think that's one that you see jump on. Obviously, him and Lafesti were hot the whole first half. And, across the way, him and the Hill brothers they haven't hooked up, but I can see that one warming up too. But like I said, this offense all revolves around Mal Brown. If he's hot, this offense is going to be hot.
Yeah, I
that's
think
just the way it is.
Coming into the second half, you saw the first half, right at kickoff. You see one play go from the 20 to 30 to 50. One play there halfway across the field. So big play. I think it's going to come. They're going to come out. Is that if the defense gets a 3 and out, they'll score the first play. I guarantee it, because that's what they do. They fuel off of each other. Defense fuels off of offense. Offense fuels off of defense. So if one does good, they both do good. And I think that's one big thing that the coaches preach is if they don't do good, you pick them up. Because the next time you aren't doing your job, they're going to pick you up. And coaching, it's the best thing that I think that the Angry Orange has on their side at any point against anybody. I think their coaches they have a game plan going into the game, and they don't sway from it. They make the adjustments necessary, and they go on the fly. So I think all around, I think it'll come into the second half, and we'll be doing good again.
And with Permian, I think a big deal for them, you talk about energy. I think it's going to come off that offensive line.
Yeah.
Because we said it pregame, they're really good. They come off flat back, they come off low, and what I've seen so far tonight is they're really physical. They don't mind pancaking you, and they love it, and it feeds them. And I think if they can do that, they've got a good chance in this game as well, the second half. But
yeah, playing Permian, I mean, there isn't a personal foul. There's going to be personal fouls. It's Odessa, it's Central. It's going to happen. Yeah. But I think you got to be on the winning side of that at the same time. You got to have the intensity, but you can't get out of your head. You got to stick to it, and go with it. So I think intensity and being mean. You got to know who's lining up across from you, because they're not going to come out in a different formation. They're going to come out, and the same number that's been standing in front of our defensive line is going to be right back in front of them. So coming back from a fresh break, Central's had a break for the past week. They're fresh. They're new. Permian played a tough game last week, so they're going to come back in, and they're a little more fatigued. They've gotten it, and now they're getting a little stiff. So I think that's really going to come out on the Central's advantage too.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, guys. So it sounds like y'all are ready to go for the second half already. It's going to be an exciting one. Excellent. So, of course, we will get ready to close up the Mathis Law Firm halftime show. We invite you to stick around, not just for the second half, but for our post-game show where we'll talk about everything that goes down. So, of course, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll head on back to the broadcasting booth to get ready for your second half kickoff Thank you for joining us here on the Mathis Law Firm Halftime Show.
With its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
If you live, work, up, or attend school in Tom Green County, you can be our member. With our new online loan application, you can visit our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. Offering personal, vehicle, and home loans, we make it easy to get the loan that meets your financial needs. Loan decisions are made locally, so you don't have to wait. We're an equal housing lender.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
W&W Avco Steel is one of the largest fully integrated fabricators of highly engineered structural steel components in North America. We are now hiring welders and fitters for our San Angelo division. Come join our team and apply today at 614 Art Street.
Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Schertz Landscape has a large year-round retail plant nursery and is your local source for landscaping design and installation, lawn care and maintenance, and sprinkler installation. We offer free consultation and can work with any size job and budget. From the weekend do-it-yourself project to a full-scale installation, we look forward to working with you. Schertz Landscape Company, located at the corner of Knickerbocker and Johnson.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable. Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community minded.
Loyalty. Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed. Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best Tech's also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W Avco Steel. We're ready to begin the third quarter play. This is the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart this game as the Bobcats will kick off to the Panthers. And the fair catch was made there at the far side at around the 30-yard line. And I'm Herman Howard along with Jeff Stewart from the class of 1998, one of the greater offensive players in the history of San Angelo Central High School football here.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
Is with us here tonight. So there's an early penalty called against the Bobcats. It's a 5-yard penalty. So let's recap this game for you, my friends, is that for the Panthers, they scored the last 11 points to tie this game at 17. 34 points have been scored in this game, but 27 points amassed in that second quarter alone as the Panthers are able to tie this game, and that is where we stand at 17. So first out and 10 for the Panthers to begin this third quarter at their own 33-yard line. There's a pass to Deary off the left side across the 35, and he has wrapped up at the 38-yard line. Give him a gain of about 5 yards as Nelson was there on the tackle at second down and 5. And Jeff, you talked about in the break is that for the Bobcats, they really had to put pressure against Harper Cherry to make a difference in this second half.
Yeah, you want to get these guys in third and long situations just because they're not built for the deep ball, but they proved in the first half they can throw trickery into the mix and hit a deep ball on you, in key situations. So you still want to stick to your game plan. Stop the run, force third and long.
Second down and 5. Here's the toss off to the right side. Now running across the 40 to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 yards, and that is good enough for the first down. First down for the Panthers. It appears to be that was Johnny Martinez on the carry.
Yeah, Johnny
45-yard line.
Johnny Martinez with his first carry of the game, and man, he had a lot of daylight in front of him. Kyson Snelson just barely tripping him up with a shoestring tackle to save a big play right there for the Bobcats.
That's a Texas Bank first down for the Panthers. First down and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Opening drive of the third quarter. We're tied at 17. There's a pass to the right side, and the catch was made by Deary, but he falls down on one knee across the 45-yard line, though spotted at the 44, looks like. So it's a loss of 1 yard. It's second down and 11 for the Panthers to begin this opening drive of this third quarter. It's the Bobcats 17 and the Odessa Permian Panthers 17, as the Bobcats with a 4-game winning streak, and for the Panthers, they ride a 3-game winning streak. So first place is on the line in the District 2-6A region. Second down and 11 for the Panthers at their own 44-yard line. Movement before the snap as penalty markers drop down on the ground at the 48-yard line, and an offensive false start's called against the Panthers, so that they move it back 5 yards.
There were a lot of mistakes in the first half. Didn't see a whole lot of those types of penalties, but what you're hoping for is a turnover-free second half. Let's see who the better team is if neither team turns the ball over and just plays football and executes their scheme the best they can.
Second down and 16 for the Panthers at their own 39-yard line. Here's the pitch around the left side. It's Lemieux at the 50 to the 45, 40 down the left sideline at the 30 of the Bobcats, and is finally shoved out of bounds inside the 30-yard line for the big first down. On the tackle was Jacob Odell for the Bobcats. That's a Texas Bank first down as Terrell Lemieux with the run down the left sideline for the Panthers, and a first down.
Taron Lemieux, one of the playmakers from the first half, broke off a big run right there, and Permian looks very good so far executing their triple option attack, and the Bobcats have not been able to kind of get in their face and push them back so far. So a good drive going for Mojo.
That is a gain of 34 yards, and it's a first down and 10 for the Panthers. Tied game at 17 as we approach the 10-minute mark in this third quarter of play from San Angelo Stadium. As for the Bobcats, they have a record of 4-3 on the season, and for the Panthers, they are 6-2. So something has to give tonight there, folks. As for the Panthers, led by third-year head coach Jeff Allison, he has a career record of 23 wins and 10 losses, a 69% winning percentage. So a timer is on the football field, and we'll keep it right here in the meantime there, Jeff, because what I'd like to say is that really for the Bobcats, it's really important for them not only to get off the field, but also to try to stop that running game by the Panthers.
Yeah, the Permian wants to run the football, and if they can establish their rhythm of just running that triple option and getting a chunk of yardage on almost every play. I mean, they ran it 45 times for 453 yards against Midland High the last time they played. I mean, that is that is a ground game like you don't see. And so they've got the weapons to do it. Hopefully we've got a better defense than they've seen, but Central really needs to keep them out of the end zone right here to keep them from gaining the momentum.
First down and 10 for the Panthers at the 27-yard line. Here's the inside run to Castillo inside the 20, and he's brought down at the 16-yard line. That is a pickup of 11 yards, and that's good enough for another first down for the Panthers. First down and 10, the Texas Bank first down, and now for the Panthers, they are now in the Schertz Landscape red zone, so the Panthers are now on the move.
Yeah, and so far their offensive line is doing a better job up front of clearing space, and maybe that was the speech at halftime for Permian. Let's control the line of scrimmage and execute our game plan. So far it's working for them.
9 minutes, 32 seconds and counting in this third quarter play. Here's an inside handoff once again. Inside the 15 on the carry, that is Terran Lemuel. Inside the 15-yard line to about the 13-yard line. A gain of 3. It's second down and 7 is on the way.
Yep, red zone defense right here, tight zone. Let's see, how the Bobcat defense kind of stands up right here. A key moment early in this second half is you don't want to play from behind. Permian, if they get the lead, they can milk that clock. So let's see if they can at least hold them to a field goal attempt. 2nd and 7 right here.
And keep in mind the Panthers have scored the last 11 points to tie this game. Here is Terry up the middle inside the 5 as he lunges forward close to the 1-yard line. Well, they'll spot it. It's a gain of 12 yards, and it's first and goal for the Panthers. And another Texas Bank first down for the Odessa Permian Panthers. Here on the road, this is a team that has averaged 39.8 points per game on offense. So this is a team that can put the points on the scoreboard.
Without a doubt. And that's a Permian play you've been seeing for years and years. They're just the triple option. Quarterback follows the running back into the hole, and it's working for them right now.
They'll spot it at the 2-yard line. Here is Terry on the quarterback keeper right up the middle. Let's see, and that is a touchdown. Yes, it's a 1-yard, 2-yard touchdown run, they'll call it, for Harper Terry. And for the Panthers, they now take the lead with 8:17 to play in this third quarter.
Yeah, pretty effortless. Plenty of running room right there, and the Bobcats kind of got gashed on that first series by Permian, and so they'll be forced to respond early in the second half.
As for the Panthers, are on the field for the point after, as they have a 23-17 advantage. Here is the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And for the Panthers, they score on their opening drive of the third quarter. Time out on the football field with our score. It's the Odessa Permian Panthers 24 and the Central Bobcats 17. We'll pause for a break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
And K2 Coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Come and see us at Shenanigans, the best sports bar and grill in San Angelo. We'll have every Central, Lakeview, and Wall-Home football game from Concho Sports Network to watch on our many big screen TVs. And don't forget to try our ribeye steak bits or chicken fried steak on Friday night. We also have NFL Sunday ticket, so drop by for the best food in town every Friday and Sunday while you watch the game. Shenanigans, 3250 Sherwood Way.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on the Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel, as Harper Terry with a 2-yard touchdown run for the Panthers. And for Harper Terry, that is his 10th touchdown rush of the season as the quarterback. Here is the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. Bobcats take it at the 4 from the far side across the 15 to the 20 and brought down at across the 20-yard line. On the kickoff return for the Bobcats is Kente Nichols. As for the Panthers there, Jeff, they have now scored 18 unanswered points after falling from behind 10-0 earlier in the game.
Yep, and Central now trails for the first time in a long time, at least a month, I would say, since the Bobcats have played from behind. They've got the offense to do it, but they're facing a different situation right here. So it's going to be up to those seniors and the leaders on this team to settle in and find their rhythm.
They'll spot it at the 27-yard line. Here's Malachi Brown on first down and 10. His Lifesti across the 30 and is brought down they'll mark him at the 31-yard line. They pick up a 4. It's second down and 6 into the senior wide receiver, Jalen Lifesti, the 5'10", 160-pound receiver.
We were talking at the half about how Central had outgained Permian by about 100 yards in that first half. They turned it over in key moments, but Lifesti was a big part of that.
Here is the inside handoff to Samuel Navarrete, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, and it's quickly third down and 4 for Central as they trail for the first time today, 24-17, with 7 minutes and 30 seconds and counting in this third quarter of play in this District 2-6A matchup.
Pretty important to just do what you do right here. Don't get too excited or panic here. They've got the offense and a lot of options to run here, so let's see what Malachi does.
Third down and 4 from the 33. Here's Malachi Brown in the shotgun, throws on the middle. The catch is made for the first down all the way to midfield into the hands of Jalen Lifesti, a 17-yard hookup, and that's a Texas Bank first down for the Central Bobcats. First down.
Yeah, and that's the guy I would go to also. They've been doing it all day. That's got to be close to 10 catches for Jalen Lifesti already, the senior, with a big day today against Permian, and man, he's got good hands and a good way to finish or keep this drive going.
Lifesti with a 17-yard reception for the first down. Here's Malachi Brown off the shotgun as he scrambles up the middle. He's tackled for no gain on the play. Brought down there by William Payne, the 5'10", 220-pound senior defensive lineman for the Panthers. It's second down and 10.
Yeah, Permian read that play pretty well. Malachi Brown trying to draw up the middle, and usually that works. It's pretty rare for the defense to be ready for it, but they were certainly ready for that play. Second and 10.
6 minutes, 28 seconds, 6:26 and counting in this third quarter of play. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats at midfield. Malachi Brown's in the shotgun as he has receivers slot to this near side. A 3-man front by the Panthers. As here's the play action. Brown back to pass, throws a rainbow pass over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Weston Hill at the 20-yard line. On the coverage was Jaden Pruitt, the 5'10", 165-pound sophomore defensive back, and it's now third down and 10 for the Bobcats at midfield as the Central Bobcats trail 24-17 as we now approach 6 minutes to play in this third quarter.
Good play fake right there to Navarrete, and plenty of time, plenty of protection for Malachi, just wasn't on the same page as his receiver. Third and long right here.
Brown's in the shotgun. He needs 10 yards. His team trails by a touchdown as he takes the snap, drops back the pass, fires into the San Angelo air. The catch is made inside the 30 to the 26-yard line for the first down. A 24-yard reception into the hands of Weston Hill, the senior wide receiver. That's a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
So when Central is rolling on offense, what you're seeing tonight is Malachi Brown delivering the football perfectly across the middle, whether it be Levesque or Hill or Lifesti across the middle. That seems to be where they're finding room in that zone defense of Permian.
That's a pickup of 24 yards to the first down for the Bobcats. They're on the move. Here is Brown, throws to the left side, and the pass was broken up, almost intercepted there by Bryce Woody, the 6'2", 165-pound sophomore safety. Almost a pick there, but Brown was lucky on that play there, Jeff.
He sure was. Malachi was lucky that ball wasn't going to the other end zone. Permian has done a good job making adjustments at the half. That's a play that's kind of unorthodox, and he was ready for it. Very fortunate that ball hit the turf.
5 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock in this third quarter. It's the Panthers 24 and the Bobcats 17. Second down and 10 for Central at the 26-yard line of Odessa Permian as Brown takes a snap, rolls to this near side, throws right in front of the bench of the Bobcats, and it's an incomplete pass. And it's now third down and 10 at the Panthers 26-yard line. This is a big play upcoming now, Jeff. You're down by 7 here at home. You have to put some points on the scoreboard.
You do, and like we said earlier, it's not time to panic. It's just a one-score game, but if you let Permian continue to milk the clock with the lead, you run out of opportunities. So let's just see what they can find maybe across the middle. Those receivers have been open quite a bit. Malachi Brown's been throwing the ball nicely. Let's just protect him and see what happens.
Third down and 10 from the 26. Brown back to pass. He's flushed out, rolls to the far side, and he is sacked outside the 30 to the 32-yard line on a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it's 4th down and 16. So Brown could not find an open receiver to that far side, Jeff, and just had to eat it there.
Yeah, and what you do is you give credit to the secondary for covering all the receivers, and honestly, Malachi taking a sack there, it's not ideal, but it's better than throwing the ball to somebody in white. So, they live to play another down here. Looks like they might be pooch punting, but we'll see. It's 4th and 16. They've still got the football with an opportunity.
Peyton Sharp with the sack on a loss of 6. It's now 4th down and 16 from the Panthers' 32-yard line as the Bobcats will go for it. Brown retreats into the pocket, dances up, now fires over the middle, and the pass is broken up at the 12-yard line. It was broken up there by Garrett, the senior defensive back. As for the Bobcats, they will turn it over on downs. It's now 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 32 as they lead by a touchdown, 24-17 with 4:31 to play in the third.
Yeah, and if you're watching this game, you wonder why did Coach Davis go for it with 4th and 16 right there. Well, you're not in field goal territory. You can punt it, but he's got a lot of faith in his offense. His receivers have been getting open. It just didn't work out there, so now you put your trust back in your defense.
Here is Harper Terry back onto the football field. Last time he had the football, he scored on a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Harper Terry on 1st down, lunges across the 35 to the 36. That's a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers as Harper Terry has been the spark plug for the Panthers tonight, the 5'11", 175-pound senior quarterback.
Yep, good tackle by Bryson McNutt to keep it to a relatively short gain, but it's going to start up front for Permian and for Central. If the Central defensive line can fill the gaps and do their job up front, then the linebackers and secondary can make plays. 2nd
down and 6 from their own 36-yard line. Terry rolls out to the far side, throws to the sideline, and the catch is made at the 30 to the 20 to the 15, all the way to the 10-yard line for the big 1st down into the hands of Lucas Salazar, the 5'11", 175-pound junior wide receiver. Salazar makes the catch down the right sideline all the way to the 10-yard line. They'll spot it at the 11-yard line. 1st and goal for the Panthers. They are now in the Schertz Landscape red zone and also in the Texas Bank. This is a Texas Bank 1st down.
Yeah, you got to respect that play call and admire how well they execute the fake toss to the left and just a perfect pass on down the right sideline. And you can see why Harper Terry has accounted for so many touchdowns this year.
That was a gain of 53 yards on that reception. On 1st down, here's the handoff to Lemuel, and he's brought down at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5 on the way for the Panthers. Now knocking on the door once again, Jeff, as we approach the late stages of this 3rd quarter as the road team up by a touchdown.
I think what Permian's offense does is they keep your defensive front off balance. They keep you, unsure of which way to step. Even if you're handling the guy in front of you, you're not sure which direction to go.
2nd down and 5 from the 6-yard line. Penalty markers drop onto the football field to the far side 5-yard line. That stops the clock with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Offensive false starts called against the Panthers, and they will move it back. Want something to eat while watching the game? San Angelo To Go Restaurant Delivery will deliver all of your local favorites. Order at sanangelotogo.com or download the app from the iTunes or Google Play Store. San Angelo To Go, the local way to go. So it's now 2nd down and 11 for the Panthers. They'll spot it just outside the 10-yard line to around 11. Here's the handoff to Lemuel off the right tackle, and he's brought down at about the 6-yard line to pick up a 5, so he gets the original yardage back. So that brings up 3rd down and about 5 for the Panthers at the 6-yard line of the Bobcats with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter.
Right now, the only thing pushing the Permian offense back is a penalty. So we're lucky to have that. It's 3rd and 6. Central really needs to take advantage of this opportunity to get off the field.
Andy Castile is the single setback on 3rd down and 5 as Terry rolls out to the right, throws to the right side of the end zone. That's caught for a touchdown for the Panthers. A 2-handed catch was made there by Shai Deary. And for Deary, that's his 2nd touchdown reception of the night. As for the Panthers, they have now increased their lead to 30 21-17 here in the late stages of this third quarter.
And that's Shy Deary coming from all the way across the field, found a little spot in the end zone and a good catch. All that kid does is catch touchdowns. His stats are pretty amazing.
Here's the point after for the Panthers. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And now at one point, the Panthers, they trailed by 10 points, and now they lead by a score of 31-17 with 2:02 to play and the third quarter. So with the break of the action, let's take a quick timeout. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. As we approach the Schertz Landscape kickoff for the Panthers, they have now scored 25 unanswered points after being down 10-0 early in the first half, as Deary hauls in a 6-yard pass from Terry. The point after is good, so our score is the Panthers up by 2 touchdowns, 31-17, and for the Bobcats, they're now in a comeback mode here in the late stages of this third quarter of play. Here's the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. There's a long line drive kick taken at the 3-yard line, cut into the near side at the 20, and at the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. So a 23-yard kickoff return there for the Bobcats, so they have pretty decent field position. On the return is Kente Nichols. So, Jeff, for the Bobcats, really, it has to come down to Malachi Brown as we go into the late third quarter and now into the fourth quarter in a few moments.
Yeah, and you look at the senior quarterbacks. Harper Terry has done what he's needed to do in this third quarter to give Permian the advantage, and they've done exactly what they've wanted to do from an offensive standpoint. Malachi Brown has a lot of time left, and he's got opportunities and weapons around him. Let's see what he can do here, because yes, it starts with him, and as he goes, our offense goes.
First down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 27-yard line. Here's the completion to Malik Haywood, and he's tackled immediately. Brought down there by Parker G. William, the 6'2", 190-pound senior inside linebacker. No gain. It's second down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 27-yard line, as we are now under 90 seconds to play in this third quarter, as the Panthers up by 2 scores, 31-17. Second down and 10 for Malachi Brown at his own 27-yard line as he takes the snap of the shotgun, as he throws over the middle to catch his made across the 40 to the 43-yard line, into the hands of Jalen, that is Caden Box rather, on the catch for the first down to the 43-yard line. That's a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats on a pickup of 16 yards.
Yep, and another open receiver across the middle of the field. Somebody needs to spark this offense with a big play. Somebody needs to do something special here to get the Bobcats back awake and moving.
From the 43-yard line, it's dumped off to the right flat. It's incomplete. It's head too far for Caden Box. It's second down and 10 for the Central Bobcats at their own 43-yard line with 51-6 to play. In this third quarter, our score, it's the Panthers of Odessa Permian 31 and the San Angelo Central Bobcats 17. Malachi Brown facing a 2-touchdown deficit here as he takes the snap on second down and 10. From the shotgun, throws, and the catch is made to Jalen Lefesti for the first down inside the 40 to the 35. It spins inside the 35 to the 33-yard line, and that's a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
Such a tough player, such an outstanding receiver, and somebody who doesn't give up until the whistle is blown. He's going to keep pushing for extra yardage. Great broken tackle right there by Lefesti, and he is having himself a night.
24 yards on the gain as Brown throws down to the left sideline. It is caught, and it appears to be intercepted there, but a flag is down on the play.
Wow.
And it's caught, it's ruled as a touchdown. On a catch down the left sideline for a touchdown. 33 yards on the hookup. with 18 ticks left in the quarter. It's now 31-23. What a play.
It's going to be interesting to see what the flag, what is the call by the ref, because it did look like the Central receiver came down with the football and crossed the plane into the end zone. Then the ball was wrestled away. So I think that's the call on the field.
Penalties declined.
Penalty was declined.
So that is Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill for the Bobcats with the 33-yard touchdown reception from Malachi Brown to put the Bobcats right back into the game. It's now 31-23 with 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
So pass interference on Permian right there was the call. So, either way, the ball's staying with the Bobcats, but the refs ruled that the receiver came down with the football. And let's watch the replay right here to see a great catch, great focus by the Central receiver out wide. Tyler Hill comes down with the football, and he is across the plane into the end zone, and the referees decided that was enough for the touchdown. The penalty is declined, and the Bobcats are back in business.
So for Tyler Hill, that is his fourth touchdown reception of the season, and it could not have come at a better time there, Jeff, for the Bobcats when they desperately needed it. Down by 2 touchdowns late in the third period. They just marched right down the field. Malachi Brown, he comes up true again for San Angelo Central.
Yep, and I think you said at the half, this one very well could come down to the last play or come down to the wire, and Central needed a big play to stay in this ball game right there and put the pressure back on Permian. What a play, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
So Malachi Brown now with his third touchdown pass of the night. He now has 25 on the season, as Tyler Hill with a over-the-shoulder catch in that far quarter, now with his fourth touchdown reception in this 2020 campaign. The point after is good, and it's now 31-24. Here's the Church Landscape kickoff to restart the game, and the ball goes out of bounds at the far side 25-yard line in front of the Odessa Permian bench. Penalty markers are down on the field.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a short field. Not what they were coached to do right there on the pooch kick, but going back to that last play, I mean, you talk about a turning point. If the referees rule that that's a Permian interception, then you've given the ball back to them again, and they can milk the clock, and they've got a 2-touchdown lead. Well, it's a big swing right there with the touchdown being the call, and such great focus by the receiver Hill to come down with that ball.
And that was Jaden Pruitt on the coverage, the right cornerback for the Permian Panthers. So it's now 31-24. First out and 10 for the Panthers across the 30 at their own 32-yard line. 18 seconds left. There's a flanker screen to Deary down the left sideline across the 50 to the 40. It's a foot race to the 30 at the 25, all the way to the Central 20-yard line. And just like that, Shari Deary races down the left sideline all the way to the Bobcats 20-yard line with 7 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's why you don't want to give them a short field, because it doesn't take Shy Deary very long to get them back in the end zone. Man, that guy's explosive. What a play for Permian.
58 yards on the reception down the left sideline, as we'll go into the fourth quarter with our score. It's the Odessa Permian Panthers 31 and the Central Bobcats 24. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will have a very exciting fourth quarter upcoming. This is the Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel. As we'll head into the fourth quarter of play, the Panthers lead 31-24. They have the ball first out of 10 at the Central 20-yard line. Here's the toss at the right side to the 10, to the 5, all the way to the 2-yard line. That is Taryn Lemuel on the run all the way to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 18 yards to the right side, all the way to the central 2-yard line. So it's now should be first and goal. We'll see what happens here. This is 8 seconds into this fourth quarter as the Panthers have a 31-24 lead.
Looks like a flag on the play. We'll see what happens.
Personal fouls called against the Bobcats. Half the distance to the goal. It's called on Dobbins, the defensive end, the senior left defensive end. Personal foul. So it's now first and goal for the Panthers at the 2-yard line. Underway, I'm Herman Howard along with Jeff Stewart. Shay Harris is our producer and director, and Vince Salazar will handle our post-game show. In the red zone, now here is Terry as he goes in off the right guard for the touchdown, and the Panthers score another goal to begin things here in this fourth quarter play. A 2-yard run by the quarterback, Harper Terry.
Yeah, and you know, Permian is not only making good decisions with the football, they are blocking extremely well, either inside or on the perimeter. They're just executing exactly what they want to do, and that didn't take long for them to jump back on top by 14.
Now 37-24, here's the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And just like that, to begin this fourth quarter, it's the Panthers up by 2 scores, by a score of 38-24. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by WWF Steel.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Tom County, you can be our member. With our new online loan application, you can visit our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. Offering personal, vehicle, and home loans, we make it easy to get the loan that meets your financial needs. Loan decisions are made locally, so you don't have to wait. We're an equal housing lender.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Angelo.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by WWF Steel. As for Harper Terry, a 2-yard run to begin things in this fourth quarter. And for Terry, he now has his 11th touchdown run of the season. The point after is good to make the score. It is Odessa Permian 38 and the Central Bobcats 24. Still plenty of time, however. We are just underway set of this fourth quarter as we're ready for the Church Landscape kickoff to restart this game in this fourth quarter play from San Angelo, Texas, as the Panthers will kick off to restart the game. Here is the approach and the high end-over-end kick. Nichols takes it at the 9 to the far side across the 20. At the 25, penalty markers down, and Nichols is brought down across the 25 to the 27-yard line to begin things here for Central. So same situation there, Jeff. You have to use Malachi Brown, your star quarterback, to try to bring them back again.
Yeah, and you know, things like this, penalties on special teams and field position, it really makes a difference late in the game. As you're trying to mount a comeback, and Permian has good field position on the previous series. We're going to start with poor field position here, but yeah, you know, Malachi and company, they've been here before. There is plenty of time, but that, you know, the Central defense needs to step up and get a stop in this fourth quarter, or your chances are limited.
Holding is the call against the Bobcats, so they'll move it back to their own 13-yard line. So Central start down by 2 scores, 38-24 early in this fourth quarter. From their own 13-yard line, Malachi Brown has 3 receivers to this near side as he takes the snap and drops back. Steps up, now throws, and the catch is made to Trip Noble across the 25 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 16 yards, and that is a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
Really good first play by the Bobcats to kind of give them some breathing room out, getting closer to midfield here, and they got a lot of receivers who can do that.
First out of 10 from the 29 after a pickup of 16 yards. Brown's in the shotgun as he takes the snap. On first down, is under pressure. Down he goes. He's sacked inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. On a loss of 6 yards, it's now second down at 16.
Yeah, good job by the Permian defensive line to kind of plug up the middle. Malachi didn't have an open receiver early on in that play, and thought he might have some space up the middle and just had to take the sack.
Second down and a long 16 now for the Bobcats. 10 minutes, 40 seconds and counting in this fourth quarter. From the 23, Brown, as he throws over the middle, the pass is low and incomplete for Trip Noble. and it's quickly 3rd down and 16 for the Bobcats in a deep hole now at their own 23-yard line as they trail 38-24.
Yeah, that play didn't really develop the way they wanted it to, so 3rd and long upcoming for the Bobcats on offense. Got to protect Malachi, give him some time to read the defense and see what happens.
There's Malachi Brown on 3rd down and long as he throws behind Jason Lifesti at the 34-yard line as an incomplete pass. So it's now 4th down for the Bobcats. We'll see what they'll do here. It looks like as they trail by 2 scores as they'll bring in the punting team.
Yep, first time they've brought in the punt unit today. They've been driving the ball early and often, but just haven't capitalized on those big plays, and Permian has taken control in the second half.
Here comes Ashton Hartsfield onto the field for the first time to punt tonight as he stands at around his own 11-yard line. 10:31 on the clock in this 4th quarter. As the Bobcats down 38-24. Here's a low snap, and Hartsfield gets it off, and a fair catch is made by the Panthers at the 36-yard line. So for Odessa Permian, they started pretty good field position now, Jeff. Up by 2 scores, 1st down and 10 at their own 36. A lot of time left, however, in this 4th quarter.
It is, and the field position battle matters because, you know, if Permian wants to milk the clock, it's just you know, one fewer big run that it takes for them to put this game out of reach. And so that's why I say we've got a long field to work with. They've got a short field to work with. It really works against you. So the defense really needs to come up with something huge here to turn the momentum.
1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Here's an inside handoff to Castillo, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. I'd like to quickly give you tonight's officials. Once again, from the San Angelo chapter, the referee is Dan Robertson. The umpire is Aaron Kentner. The linesman is John Kellenmeyer. The line judge is Josh Boynton, and the back judge is Reed Jackson from the San Angelo chapter. And we'd like to thank the officials for all of their hard work in tonight's game. And also, Jeff, you mentioned at the break, the San Angelo band, only 3 home games this season, and they've done a great job here tonight as well.
They've made the game feel as normal as it can be, and they've been loud. The players certainly need that tonight.
Here's Harper Terry on 2nd down, gets the 1st down inside the 30 to the 25, inside the 25-yard line, and he's brought down by Dobbins on a big on a run right up the middle for the senior quarterback Harper Terry, inside deep into Bobcats territory.
And he's a great decision maker, but the Permian blocking has been excellent in the second half. They're giving him time to find running room, and he's doing the rest. You know, downfield at the line of scrimmage, Central is gassed right now on defense.
That is a run of 37 yards all the way to the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the Bobcats 23-yard line. There's the snap, and here's the handoff. Once again, this on the carry is Lemieux as he gets a few yards there off the left side of the formation. Perhaps a 1-yard gain there. And I tell you, Jeff, it's one of those situations now, if, as you mentioned, if the Panthers, if they score here, it would really make things difficult for this Central offense.
Yeah, you just running out of time if that happens. Bryson McNutt has played an excellent game on defense. He's been the one constant back there making good reads and good tackles in the open field.
First place is on the line. The Panthers have won 3 in a row. The Bobcats have won 4 straight. 2nd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. There's another running play up the middle at no gain. Fine defense there by the Bobcats. That is Andy Castillo on the carry once again. And it's now 3rd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Big play for the Bobcats on defense.
Great play by number 99, Dwayne Huff, right there to stuff the middle and force them into a 3rd and long situation. This is a huge play. Huge play as the clock is ticking down for the Bobcats to force Permian to attempt a field goal or go for it on 4th and long, but 3rd and long is exactly what you're looking for here for the Bobcat D.
3rd down and about 9 for the Panthers at the Bobcats 22-yard line. Our score, it's Odessa Permian 38 and the Bobcats 24. Timeout is on the football field, so we'll pause for a break as well. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by AFCO Steel. We have 7 minutes and 42 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Our score as the Panthers of Odessa Permian up by 14 by a score of 38-24 as the Panthers face a 3rd down and 9 situation from the Bobcats 22-yard line, and it's a tight situation here for the Bobcats. They need to stop and try to get the ball back, and Jeff, as you mentioned during the break, we have seen stranger things happen in football.
For sure, but you got to get off the field right here. You got to find a way if you're the Central defense.
3rd down and 9, Terry back to pass. Now he scrambles up into the pocket. He'll take off at the 15 to the 10, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line for the first down. 1st down and goal for Harper Terry and the Panthers as he comes up big on the play, a gain of 17 yards.
Good job by the Permian offensive line. We were in the backfield. The Central defense had a player with his hands on Harper Terry but couldn't quite yank him down, and Terry does the rest. He's played a heck of a ball game in the second half.
Perhaps the play of the game, 3rd down and 9 as he scrambles up the middle for 17 yards and the big first down, as now the Panthers are in the Schertz Landscape red zone. 1st down and goal from the Bobcats 5 as Terry, he hands it off to Castillo up the middle. He runs up the middle for a 5-yard run and a touchdown for Odessa Permian. 5 yards over the touchdown score.
Yep. Lots of running room up the middle right there for Permian. And, you know, I think if you're Central, it's like, you know, let's just get the ball back, see what happens. But now you trail by 3 touchdowns, and Permian has them right where they want them. So good drive by Permian with some big-time plays.
44-2-24 with 7:07 left in the fourth as the Panthers on the field for the point after. Here's the low snap as the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with timeout on the football field, 7:07 to play in the fourth quarter. Our score, it's now Odessa Permian 45 and the Central Bobcats 24. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by AFCO Steel.
VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
We all want to get back to the way.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by AFCO Steel. We have 7 minutes and 7 seconds left on this fourth quarter clock. As for the Panthers, they now lead by 3 touchdowns with a count of 45-24 as Castillo scored on a 5-yard touchdown run, and the point after was good as the Panthers have now scored 2 quick touchdowns after Malachi Brown hit Tyler Hill with a 33-yard bomb down the left sideline in the late stages of the third quarter. Here now is the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. There's a high kick, and it's brought there by Nichols at the 20. And running right across the 25, and is brought down at the 26-yard line. So for the Bobcats, now down by 3 scores, will start 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yep, and, you know, body language matters. I tell my son that all the time. You know, in sports, your confidence really matters, and momentum changes everything. And right at the end of that first half, when Permian got that huge fumble on the kickoff and got all the momentum back, that really shifted the tide in this game. And the Bobcats haven't been able to get it back, and now they find themselves trailing by 3 touchdowns.
Now for the Bobcats, they will have to pretty much pass on every down now, Jeff, since we have 7 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Here's Brown back to pass, throws over the middle. The pass was incomplete, intended for Caden Box at the 45-yard line. It's 2nd down and 10. And the thing about it is that the Panthers, they know that the Bobcats have to throw it every down now.
Yeah, and And the Bobcats have the weapons and they've got the scheme to do it, but Permian has all the confidence, and they're playing like they expect to stop them now. And so Malachi's got to find it here late in this game.
Here's Brown on 2nd down and 10, flushed out of the pocket as he throws over the middle, and the catch was made across the 40 to the 43-yard line, into the hands of Seth Levesque at the 43-yard line, which is good enough for the first down, a gain of 16 yards.
Great job by the Central Offensive Line to give Malachi time to improvise, and that's what it's going to take with his legs and his arm. Let's give him some time and see what happens here.
It's a Texas Bank first down. Here's Malachi Brown back to pass once again. The pass is tipped and incomplete off the hand of Parker G. William of the Panthers. It's now 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 43-yard line. That stops the clock with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. It's the Panthers 45 and the Bobcats 24.
Malachi Brown has had some design draws up the middle, but I haven't seen any outside runs from him tonight, and sometimes that's what it takes to keep him off your downfield receivers.
From the 43-yard line, the catch is made down the left sideline all the way to the 45-yard line, into the hands for the Bobcats of Tyler Hill. It's a first down, a Texas Bank first down. Gain of 12 yards.
Yeah, good catch by Tyler Hill. Good job staying on his feet and getting the first down. Big play for the Bobcats to keep the chains moving.
Here's Brown back to pass once again. The catch is made at the 39-yard line on a reception off to the right side of the formation into the hands of Seth Levesque. As we approach 6 minutes and counting to play in this fourth quarter. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Brown in the shotgun. Pretty much the Bobcats have to go no huddle as Brown throws to the left side. The pass is incomplete off the right hand, off the right side there of the Panthers, as Peyton Sharp comes up with the defensive side, the 6'1", 185-pound junior inside linebacker.
Yeah, he's been a good player for him this season, but the linebackers just dropping back safely into that zone, and they know the Bobcats have to push the ball downfield. So maybe they use some running backs. Maybe they get Malachi out running on the outside.
From the 39-yard line, the catch is made all the way to the 10 to the 5, into the end zone for the touchdown for the Bobcats. Tyler Hill, 39-yard touchdown reception from Malachi Brown with 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter.
Shows what I know. Malachi Brown doing what he's been doing all night, finding somebody kind of in a soft spot in that zone across the middle of the field, and Tyler Hill did the rest. They found something with Tyler Hill on that drive as he really came up big for the Bobcats to cut this to a 2-score game.
45-30. Here is the extra point. Is up in the air and it's good. So with 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter, our score, it is now the Odessa Permian Panthers 45 and the Bobcats 31, as Tyler Hill hauls in a 39-yard pass from Malachi Brown. We'll pause for a quick break. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
W&W AFCO Steel is one of the largest fully integrated fabricators of highly engineered structural steel components in North America. We are now hiring welders and fitters for our San Angelo division. Come join our team and apply today at 614 Art Street.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel, as Malachi Brown has fired his 26th touchdown pass of the season as he hits Tyler Hill with a 39-yard pass. And for Tyler Hill, that is now touchdown reception, number 5 on the year. The point after is good as the Bobcats now trail by 2 touchdowns. Here's the onside kick to the near side, which is recovered by the Panthers at the 48-yard line. into the hands of Caden Bays, who leads the team in tackles. So for Bays with the fumble recovery. As for the Panthers, they now have excellent field position close to midfield with 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter. 45-31 advantage for the Panthers.
Yep, and you know, the way Permian's been playing on offense, I guess you go ahead and start kicking onside kicks because they've been rolling on offense, and your defense is tired. You know, you want to give your offense a chance to get right back out there.
Here comes Harper Terry. He's been the star for the Panthers tonight as he takes the snap and the toss off the left side across midfield, spinning his way to the 48-yard line. On the carry, that is Lucas Salazar. Salazar, that's his second run of the night across midfield. As for the Panthers, you probably will expect them to just run the football to take time off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so. You know, that's the one way that they can milk this thing and seal the victory. But you know, so if you're the Bobcats, you got to win the battle up front. Play sideline to sideline and cover the guys you're supposed to, and see if you can't force them into a third and long.
Second down and about 7 from the 48-yard line of the Bobcats. As here's the handoff to Castillo off the left sideline, down to the 25, to the 20, at the 15, and he steps out of bounds at about the 15-yard line where they'll mark it. And it's a Texas Bank first down for Andy Castillo. He's the 5'7", 160-pound senior boy for the Bobcats. They're having difficulty trying to stop this run tonight there, Jeff.
Yeah, and at some point, I think they just got tired and you know, gassed up the middle right there. The defensive line's doing the best they can, but that Permian O-line has really controlled the line of scrimmage most of the second half.
That's a gain of 33 yards. As here's a quarterback keeper there by Harper Terry, bounces off a tackle, takes it to the far side at the 5, and he is into the end zone. And yes, that is a touchdown. That's a 15-yard touchdown run for Harper Terry. And for the Panthers, they increased their lead in the late stages of this game. It's been the Harper Terry show.
It has, and that's, if you ask me, that's the run of the game for Harper Terry. What's so hard for the Central defense is, you know, they tackle the running back finally, and he doesn't have the ball. But Harper Terry finds some space, and then you got a little bit of poor tackling by the Bobcats, and Harper Terry with excellent vision and toughness to get to the end zone right there.
And for Terry, that's his 12th touchdown run of the season. The point after is blocked and recovered there by the Bobcats, and he's down, so the point after fails. So our score is the Panthers up by 20, 51-31. Timeout on the football field with 4:38 to play in the fourth quarter. And let's pause for a short break as well. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Schertz Landscape Company is as well-rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Schertz Landscape has a large year-round retail plant nursery and is your local source for landscaping design and installation, lawn care and maintenance, and sprinkler installation. We offer free consultation and can work with any size job and budget. From the weekend do-it-yourself project to a full-scale installation, we look forward to working with you. Schertz Landscape Company, located at the corner of Knickerbocker and Johnson.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable. Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty. Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed. Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel, as the Panthers now have increased their lead to 20 on a 15-yard run by Harper Terry up the middle. Here is the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. At the Bobcats, they bring it back off to the near side at the 10, and running out of bounds at the 14-yard line for the Bobcats is Tyler Hill. So they'll start first out of 10 at their own 14-yard line, down by 20 with 4 minutes and 31 seconds to play from San Angelo.
Yep, and you can just tell, you know, the Bobcats coming off the field, they're banged up and they're tired. You know, even in the first half when they were rolling on offense, you could tell that they were starting to get tired, and Permian found their rhythm when they needed to, and so slim pickings right here for the Bobcats, down by 20.
4 minutes, 31 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Malachi Brown on the field once again as he takes a snap and scrambles to his left across the 20 to the 25 and is brought down at the 28-yard line. A pickup of 14 yards. That is a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, great vision by Malachi, and expected to see a little bit more of that. Of course, that's easier said than done. Permian's played really good defense in the second half.
Harris Brown as he goes down the left sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Juggling attempt there at the near side by Tyler Hill at the 35-yard line. It's second down and 10 for Central at their own 28-yard line, and that stops the clock with 4 minutes and 11 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. But Jeff, you really have to think about the mistakes that the Bobcats made. Remember, the Malachi Brown and the Bobcats were driving down the field. He threw that interception and then had the fumble. And then the Bobcats still had a 10-0 lead in that first half.
Yeah, if you think that they were up 10-0 and they gave up 2 opportunities to really gain a big advantage early in this game, and that sure would have helped, coming down the wire. Looks like a late hit on Permian there.
That's Lifesti with the catch at the 31-yard line. Only a pickup of 3. Penalty marker is down, which stops the clock with 4 minutes and 5 seconds showing on the scoreboard clock here in this fourth quarter, as the Panthers in total command up by 20. 51-31. When you think about it, it really has been a wild game there, Jeff. It's been back and forth. Really, the Bobcats had the momentum in the first half, as you mentioned, and then ever since then, it's been Harper Terry.
Yeah, it has. And just thinking back to that first half, it's not as though Central was the only team coughing the ball up and making mistakes. Permian had a couple of their own, so they've really come out and they've earned it in the second half. But game's not over. 4 minutes is a lot of time for an offense like Central has, so you just got to keep playing to the whistle.
Personal foul penalty against the Panthers, moved at 15 yards, first down at 10 for the 46-yard line. Here's Malachi Brown, scrambles again off the left side across midfield to the 45, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. That's a gain of 14 yards. That's another first down at Texas Bank, first down for the Bobcats, as Malachi Brown using his feet to get yardage for the Bobcats here in the waning moments of this game. Under 4 minutes to play. First down and 10 from the Panthers 40-yard line. Here's Malachi Brown, throws to the right side, and it's intercepted by the Panthers down to the far side. That's Bryce Woody, and he will go all the way to the 10, to the 5, and he's brought down from behind inside the 5-yard line, all the way to the 3-yard line. Boy, oh boy there, Jeff, as the old saying, when it rains, it pours. And for the Bobcats on offense, Malachi Brown was picked off and was brought back all the way to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce Woody made a good read on the play. Not a great decision by Malachi Brown, and almost took it to the house. Good job by the Bobcats of fighting to the end of that play right there to kind of keep them out of the end zone. But all the momentum is with Permian now, and looking to score again.
So for Malachi Brown, that's his second interception of the night, and 8 on the season for the third-year starter. And for the Panthers, they have the football first down and goal at the Central 3-yard line, up by 20, 51-31. Here is Harper Terry as he takes the snap, gives it to Castillo as he runs up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown and give the Panthers 6 more points here in the late stages of the game. Andy Castillo with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Yep, and the Central defensive line is gassed, and Permian is just pushing through, and tough way for this game to kind of go on the Bobcats. It went south in a hurry. Like I said, at the end of the first half, that fumble on the kickoff return really turned the tide, and Permian took full advantage of it.
Here is the point after attempt. It is up, it is good. So a timeout on the football field with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. Our score, it is the Panthers 58 and the Bobcats 31. So it appeared that we'll keep it here there, Jeff. It appeared that at the first half, it appeared that the Bobcats would be going away with it when they led by 10. They just ran into a buzzsaw with this Panthers team ever since.
Yeah, you did, and you don't want to make excuses. I mean, Permian has completely dominated the second half of this game, but for the most part of the first half, it was the other way around. Central had outgained Permian by 100 yards in the first half, and had just turned it over in bad ways in the first half, and so they lost a little momentum that way, shooting themselves in the foot. But in the second half, it's really just been Permian dominating and controlling the line of scrimmage and doing what they want exactly the way they're taught to run that triple option, and their quarterback has been outstanding. Harper Terry's had one heck of a ball game. When it's all said and done, I'm sure his stats will prove it.
Unbelievable performance by Harper Terry and also the Panthers tonight here on the road against their arch rivals, the Bobcats. Keep in mind, both teams riding winning streaks. For the Bobcats, a 4-game winning streak, and for the Panthers, they have won 3 in a row before entering tonight's game. But tonight, it's really been the Panthers with everything they have done with that running game. So 58-31 is our score. As for the Bobcats, they'll get the football back on the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. Total domination, Jeff, as you said, well stated, 58-31. Here's the kickoff to the Bobcats here in the late stages of this game. Taken at the 10-yard line, up the far sideline, and that was Tyler Hill, and he was met head-on at the 19-yard line. So for the Panthers, they have all the momentum here in the fourth quarter as the road team, and you can hear it. The stands are to our right. They are in approval of the Panthers' performance tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of them, but the Permian crowd has gradually gotten louder and louder and louder throughout this game, and you could just kind of feel the tide turn at half. You hear the Permian crowd kind of rooting on their team as they walk back out of the tunnel, and they were fired up, and it shows. I mean, Central's attitude changed pretty quickly as Permian started pushing them around up front.
First out and 10 now for the Bobcats at their own 19-yard line with 3:14 to play. There's an inside handoff to Samuel Navarrete across the 20 to the 25-yard line as he picks up some yardage along the way. A gain of 6, second down and 4. And we just saw the new president of Angelo State University, President Hawkins, was just walking by us a few moments ago, so we had a chance to say hello to him as he completes his first semester at Angelo State. Here's a second down and 4 play. Screen pass at the left side to Jalen Lifesti, up in front across midfield to the 45 to the 40-yard line, breaking tackles, and he's brought down inside the 35-yard line all the way to the 32-yard line of the Panthers. A big play down the left sideline. That's a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats.
Without a doubt, the player of the game for the Bobcats. I mean, he has been every bit as good as advertised and just tough as nails today.
Here is Brown as he throws a rainbow pass down the left sideline, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Weston Hill, but a penalty marker is down on the play.
Yeah, Permian's defensive back was holding Hill as he was trying to get by him right there, so that's going to be pass interference.
That previous play was a 43-yard gain to Jalen Lifesti as we take a look at the shenanigans instant replay down the left sideline. A pickup of 43 yards for the Bobcats and for senior receiver Jalen Lifesti.
Those are video game moves right there, man, putting the brakes on and defenders running right by you. Great game by Jalen Lifesti tonight.
So this penalty here will move it. It's against the Panthers. So they'll move the football now inside the 20-yard line. And Jeff, that's correct about the video game moves right there. So they'll spot it now at the 17-yard line. First out and 10 for the Bobcats at the Panthers 17-yard line with 2:29 and counting in this fourth quarter. 58-31 in favor of the Panthers. Here's a pass off to the right sideline, broken up, almost intercepted by the Panthers at the far side. That was Bryce Woody. Once again, remember Bryce Woody had that interception all the way to the 3-yard line on the previous possession.
Off to that right side again. He was looking to do the same thing on the rollout pass by Malachi. So, Permian made good adjustments at the half defensively, and they've got some players that have really stepped up.
Second down and 10 for the Bobcats at the 17-yard line of the Panthers. 2:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Malachi Brown's in the shotgun as he takes a snap, now throws to the end zone, and the pass is too high and incomplete, intended for Caden Box in the left corner of the end zone, and it's now third down and 10 for the Bobcats.
The first half was dominated by Jalen Lifesti, on the Bobcat offensive side. Second half, really, they've for most part of it, they've been throwing to different receivers, probably because Permian has keyed on Lifesti, but he's going to be the guy that makes big plays for the Bobcats.
On third down and 10, Malachi Brown takes a shotgun snap, quarterback keeper up the middle, inside the 20 to the 15 to the 14-yard line, a pickup of 3 shy of the first down marker. So that sets up 4th down and 7 for the Bobcats at the 14-yard line. And, of course, the Bobcats will go for it as we approach the 2-minute mark in this fourth quarter, down by a score of 58-31. Browns in the shot. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, we'll see what the Bobcats dial up here on a do-or-die play right here. They got to get 7 yards or a touchdown here to keep this game going.
4th down and 7 for the Bobcats from the 14-yard line. There's Malachi Brown. Throws a fade pattern to the right corner of the end zone. It's caught by Jalen Ifesti for the touchdown. 14 yards for the hookup for the Bobcats. What a beautiful throw and a great catch there by Jalen Ifesti.
Just when you think, they're hanging their head, they just want to go home for the night. What a beautiful pass to the corner. Great timing route, and it's Ifesti yet again with a monster night receiving for the Bobcats.
So with 95 seconds to play in this fourth quarter, here's the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So now with our score, it is 58-38 with 95 seconds to play. And Jeff, let's keep it here. Talking about Malachi Brown, he did show some great poise. He did not give up, as you mentioned, and throws a perfect strike in the corner.
Without a doubt, and that's what you're going to see from Malachi. He's got so much experience. He's seen everything, right? He's been down in big games. He's blown out teams, but he knows how to lead this team, and that's exactly what you like to see from your senior quarterback. Let's play all the way until the final buzzer, and they're going to need him next week. Midland Lee is a very good football team, and they've got to keep executing their scheme and keep learning how to get better and better because the playoffs are just around the corner.
Well, for Ifesti, that is his 3rd touchdown reception of the night, as he hauls in a 14-yard pass from Malachi Brown into the right corner of the end zone. And for Malachi, that is now touchdown pass number 27 of the season. And the point after is good. It's now 58-38. The Panthers in total command, but give credit to the Bobcats. They did not give up as they marched right down the field in the late stages of this fourth quarter, and they score with 95 seconds to play. Here is the Schertz Landscape kickoff to restart the game. Onside kick to the near side, and it's recovered by the Panthers at midfield, right in front of the Bobcats bench. So it's recovered there by Caden Bays. That's his 2nd recovery off the onside kick tonight. He leads this Panthers team in tackles entering tonight's game. So 1st down and 10 for the Odessa Permian Panthers as we have 95 seconds to play in this contest from San Angelo Stadium. It's the Panthers 58 and the Bobcats 38. So Jeff, we'll talk about this in the post-game show, but it's not over for the Bobcats because they have a big game next week against Midland Lee.
Yeah, they got to turn it around quickly and forget about this one next week.
Here's the inside handoff to Castillo, sliding off to the right side, gets a gain of 1 to the 49-yard line of the Bobcats. It's 2nd down and 9 as we approach under 90 seconds to play in this fourth quarter from San Angelo Stadium. We'll have Vince and the crew with our post-game show upcoming right after this contest. I know Vince said earlier, he talked about Hall of Fame, so he was giving us high praise there, Jeff. So perhaps what I might have to do for maybe for a holiday present for Vince, maybe buy him some stock. As you know, the Dow Jones hit the all-time record on Monday, so we'll get Vince some Dow stock for a Christmas present.
We appreciate the props.
Yes,
sure.
sir, indeed.
Who would have thought late in the first quarter when it was 7-0 that we'd end up having 90 points or more in this game. Permian absolutely earned it in the second half.
Indeed, as Harper Terry, as he takes a knee, as we're under 1 minute to play in this game. As for the Panthers, with the big win, they will improve to 5-1 in the district, 7-2 overall in the season. And for the Bobcats, they will drop to 4-1 in the district and 4-4 on the season. So we're now under 30 seconds to play, 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers as Harper Terry takes a knee at the 45-yard line. So that will do it. As for the Odessa Permian Panthers, as they win big here on the road by 20 points by a score of 58-38. As for the Panthers, they improved to 7-2 on the season and 5-1 in the district. They are now in first place. As for the Bobcats, they dropped to 4-1 overall and 4-4 on the season. So What a performance by the Panthers here on the road after a sluggish start in that first quarter. But with that running game by Harper Terry and the mistakes by the Bobcats, that has been the difference in tonight's game.
Yeah, and Central, you learn a lot from a loss, right? I mean, that's what they say. You learn more from a loss than you do a win sometimes, and so you don't want to sugarcoat a loss. This one hurts. It's a big district rival, and this is the first time we've seen them in a few years. And so, Permian got one back on us tonight, and so we go back to the drawing board and get ready for Midland Lee, and the playoffs are right around the corner. And this rivalry is back, and it takes winning and losing for a good rivalry to develop, and so not the way we wanted this one to go, but Permian earned it, and we move on to the next week.
So our final score, it's the Panthers 58 and the Bobcats 38. We'll pause for our break and we'll come back with the postgame show. This is Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by W&W AFCO Steel.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Come and see us at Shenanigans, the best sports bar and grill in San Angelo. We'll have every Central, Lakeview, and Wall-Home football game from Concho Sports Network to watch on our many big screen TVs. And don't forget to try our ribeye steak bits or chicken fried steak on Friday night. We also have NFL Sunday ticket, so drop by for the best food in town every Friday and Sunday while you watch the game. Shenanigans, 3250 Sherwood Way.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer car delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Tom County, you can be our member. With our new online loan application, you can visit our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. Offering personal, vehicle, and home loans, we make it easy to get the loan that meets your financial needs. Loan decisions are made locally, so you don't have to wait. We're an equal housing lender.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
No, not. Welcome everybody here to the post-game show. Vincent Salas are back here with head coach, or former coach Larry Holster, Garrick Scott, our special guest for the night. And guys, well, sadly didn't go the way we were hoping for the Bobcats, but still a lot of positives to take out of this one. Take us through your recap of this ball game.
Well, you know, I think Central, they came out, they controlled the first quarter, like we said at halftime. They had two major mistakes, you know, and their formula for winning during the year was don't have penalties and don't have turnovers early in the game. And when they've been able to not have turnovers early in the game, they've been able to put a lot of points on. If that doesn't happen, I mean, they could have possibly had 28-0 coming out of that first quarter, but that's not what happened. They had turnovers, they had some mistakes, and didn't capitalize on them in the first quarter, which left the door wide open for Permian. And Permian, you know, Garrick said it, they had some big plays coming into halftime. Nothing bigger than that jumping on that muff kickoff return by Central, and then a double pass. You know, Central fell asleep on the double. He bid on a double pass, and now it's tied up going into halftime, and that gave Permian all the momentum coming out. And you know, they kept that momentum. They score on the first possession, put a little doubt in Central's mind, and then Central comes out, goes 3 and out immediately, and then Permian comes back and scores again pretty handily.
Yep.
You know, they had big plays when they needed once again, and they weren't just explosive plays as much as they were just good, hard, simple runs that they're breaking from off of missed tackles. And that was kind of the whole second half. You know, Permian answering the bell when they needed to and taking control all the rest of the time.
Yeah, I mean, football team, if they don't make the tackle on the first touch, it's going to go for some, and it did. I said at the beginning of the game, you got to do your job, and you can't go to sleep. At halftime, I said you can't go to sleep. So I think more times than not, second half they came out, and there was times where assignment football became selfish football, and I mean, it definitely broke a time or two. It happens, it's football, but at the same time, the second half it wasn't as focused, and you could tell on the scoreboard, you could tell on the yards per carry, it happens. Just the focus wasn't there the second half. A lot of positives to go off of. Coming into this game, I'd have told you watch Malachi Brown. Now, love Jalen, number 6. By far my favorite player. The grit. He was one of my kids in 7-on-7 too when I was there, coach senior year, and they were 8th graders. And he was almost my B team player. He was my backup, but he was good. But he didn't have it all the time, and now he is bringing it. I love to see the kid. He goes in every play, and it's the yards after for him. He gets knocked, and he keeps going. He's the dependable guy, and I love him because he's not Adam West. He's not 6'7". He's Jalen, and he does his job, and he does it well. He's that guy that's always going to find a way to get open. Commend him a lot after watching him play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you there, Garrick. I mean, just a great job by him to really step up there where the Cats needed him. So definitely kind of a rough one tonight, but still a lot of positives in it. You know, you really need those going forward in that next matchup against Midland League coming up here next Friday night.
Absolutely. I mean, I can guarantee Brent Davis' coach team is going to clean up the turnovers. I mean, it's hard to win a game when you're -3 on the old turnover circuit. It just is. But I can promise you, Brent Davis's teams, they're going to clean that up.
Yeah, any offense coached by Brent and Kevin Crane, I mean, you go through turnover circuits all the time. I mean, it's something that it happens in football. It's part of it. The team on the lower side of that usually loses the football game, and it came to prove again tonight. It happens. There's nothing you can do about it now. You got to go look forward to going next week. There's nothing wrong with coming out and still getting a share.
Absolutely right, guys. So definitely a rough one tonight, but still a lot of positives to take away from this one looking forward. So we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we will have your Best Tex SAISD Student Athlete of the Week, senior wide receiver Seth Levesque. You're not going to want to go away. Stay tuned.
W&W AFCO Steel is one of the largest fully integrated fabricators of highly engineered structural steel components in North America. We are now hiring welders and fitters for our San Angelo division. Come join our team and apply today at 614 Art Street.
Church Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Church Landscape has a large year-round retail plant nursery and is your local source for landscaping design and installation, lawn care and maintenance, and sprinkler installation. We offer free consultation and can work with any size job and budget. From the weekend do-it-yourself project to a full-scale installation, we look forward to working with you. Church Landscape Company, located at the corner of Knickerbocker and Johnson.
Thank you so much.
Patriotic.
Innovative. Dependable.
Family values.
Faith. Trustworthy. Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty. Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed. Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Back here at the Mathis Law Firm halftime show, we now have Best Tex SAISD Athlete of the Week, senior wide receiver Seth Levesque, and I apologize for mispronouncing your name
That's
there,
all good.
partner.
That's all good. It's a common mistake.
Well, let's talk a little bit about some of your big highlights, man. Academic All-District, 4 years of high school. You were a first-team All-District receiver in 2018 at TLCA before moving here to Central High School. You made an immediate impact on the team once you joined. Currently the second leading receiver on the squad. First team All-District basketball in 2019, two-time third-place medal in triple jump at the regional track, and second team All-District punter in 2019. Man, you got some phenomenal stats there, and of course, not to take away from it, a 3.86 GPA on the season.
Yes,
so,
sir.
man, that's a lot of work to have such a high GPA with all those sports. Tell us a little bit, about yourself, man.
I mean, I love sports in general. I love school. I love the school aspect of everything, and I love playing sports. As you can see at TLC, I played 4 sports. I played 5 sports 1 year. I just love sports, and be able to come out here. Coach Davis giving me an opportunity. It's been an absolute blessing, and I couldn't be more thankful.
Yeah, absolutely right, man. It's a very big honor to have you joining us with the Big Orange. Of course, we have Coach Holster, Coach from the past. Tell us a little bit about what you see from Levesque. I know you didn't have a chance to coach him, but I know you saw some big positives from the young man.
Well, it doesn't take long to watch a young man to know a little bit about him, and just by watching how they play. I mean, obviously he's a good size young man, but what I've seen so far out of him is just your physicality. You can't play this game and not be physical.
Yes,
You block hard, you get off of jams,
Yes,
off
sir.
of DBs really well. But what I've been impressed with is grit, and I spoke to him before we got on the air about coming off of an injury and really kind of setting the tone for the rest of the guys on this team as far as playing through a little pain.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about what drives you in that aspect, I guess, of the game.
I mean, I look at it as I have nothing to lose. This is my last year of football. I love football. It runs in my blood. So every time I get on the field, all I want to do is ball. I want the ball. I want the ball in my hands. I want the ball in my fellows' hands. I want to block. I just want it. And I think that's something I bring to the table that some other guys might not. Is that I want it more than anybody else. And I'm willing to do anything to just ball out.
Right. I ask anybody that ever moves into Central one simple question. After they've been here for a month and a half, 2 months. So I'm going to ask this question to you. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
What is it about Central that is different from anywhere else you've been?
I think it's just the culture, really. Like Coach Brent Davis is phenomenal. I mean, I've never met a coach more intelligent, more driven. He can get a team riled up. He can get a team of nobodies riled up and play Permian on and make it a close game, and they're just nobodies. And I think him being here sets a really good culture, and these guys know it, and everybody in there will work as hard as they can to just go out and play. And I think that's what really sets the tone at Central High School.
Yes, sir. That's what I felt too.
Yeah.
It's expectations meet ability.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got a question for you. Probably the only year we can ask this, player of the week, academic, and everything like that. Talk us through the challenges this semester compared to probably any other semester in history. That's kind of a great thing to say about yourself. Not only are you competing on the field, but you're competing in the classroom to a different year due to COVID and everything. So walk us through a little bit of challenges that you have to face this year and overcome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy for sure. I mean, all the stuff that's going on, we got to wear masks in school. We got to stay distance. You know, our teachers are having to do everything online and not hand out papers and stuff like that. So it has really been challenging. But I think SAISD and Central has really risen to the challenge and made it as simple as possible for our students. And I think the coaches, I mean, they're willing to help with anything. So along the school, along with the coaches, helping you whenever you want. I mean, I think they made it as easy as possible. But it is challenging having to overcome some of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. During the game, I talked to Mr. Waters, the principal, and he was just so proud that they were playing tonight. He said it was a big possibility that they wouldn't be here tonight. And so I commend them, I commend the coaching staff, and I commend all the players they're following the guidelines. It's a team effort to keep all of this going, whether it's only 2,500 people coming to the game and people having to watch online, or the students having to wear a mask on the sidelines. And I know I couldn't do it because I can't breathe without one, so I commend them greatly.
Yeah, absolutely right, guys. Probably my last question here for Seth. Seth, since this is your senior year, what's been probably your most biggest what's been a strange year, what's been one of your biggest highlights you can recall this season?
Highlights like on the field or just in general?
You know, just give us in general here, partner. Anything you want to share.
It's really been all the highlight for me. You know, like moving here from TLCA, it's a completely different place, and so every second I'm living it up. You know, so I think every second has been a highlight. It's maybe my biggest highlight is just being able to hang out with these guys. It's an awesome group of guys, best group of guys I've ever been with, and it's every day is a new chapter, and it's amazing.
Well, excellent. We'll set a big congratulations tonight on this award. You know, we wish you the best of luck going forward, and we'll let you go and get rest up from tonight.
Thank y'all so much.
No problem. We'll take a short break. Be right back here on our post-game show.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho.
I know, that's
Valley
hard
football.
sometimes.
I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best Tech's also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech's 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Come and see us at Shenanigans, the best sports bar and grill in San Angelo. We'll have every Central, Lakeview, and Wall Home football game from Concho Sports Network to watch on our many big screen TVs. And don't forget to try our ribeye steak bits or chicken fried steak on Friday night. We also have NFL Sunday ticket, so drop by for the best food in town every Friday and Sunday while you watch the game. Shenanigans, 3250 Sherwood Way.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football.
And we welcome you back here to the post-game show. As we wrap up, we have a few numbers to share for tonight. So thanks you to, of course, Moneyball Mike, the legend, for getting us these stats. So for Permian, they'll end the night tonight with a total of 316 yards on the ground, 182 through the air, coming up with a total of 498 altogether, and one turnover on the night. For your Bobcats tonight on the ground, they've had 72 yards through the air, 481. Actually earned a much higher total than Permian, 553. But, guys, the one that really sticks out is the turnover margin, 4 turnovers for the Bobcats. So that's been the one area of critique. Definitely they got to look, more forward toward going for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and it's a fixable thing. That's the good thing about it. It's a simple thing that you do in practice. You do it every day, and it's fixable. That's a good thing. And I think of those numbers, it'd be interesting to see the comparison from first half to second half. I think Bobcats controlled the first half if you take out the last 5 minutes of the first half, and Permian dominated the second half. I mean, they did their job and they did well. They ran the ball. They played Permian football. They they broke a couple big plays, which even that characteristic of them, they're used to running 3 yards at a time. So commend them for all that they did. And as far as Central goes, I think that there's not a misstep. I think next week they come out, they practice just like any other day. And so I think next week be a whole new ball game.
Oh, absolutely. There's no saying don't ever make one loss into two. And nothing has changed as far as Central and its playoff hopes. They're all sitting right in front of them. They get Midland Lee next week. Go to Midland, 2 o'clock, I do believe, on Friday. Take care of business there, and you're 5-1 and going into the playoffs. So nothing has gotten in the way of the ultimate goal, because once you get in the tournament, it's all about advancing in the tournament. And they're already in the tournament. Now it's clean some stuff up against Lee, go out, have a good game, and get ready for the tournament.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. I mean, your record sets you up the first round. Other than that, you win one game or you lose one game. That's kind of how it goes. So I think playoffs is something that you just pretty much scrap the whole season as a learning experience, and it's what you can grow from that to go to the next game. You're going to play a whole new different dynamics of teams. You're going to go out to your Arlingtons. You're going to go out to your bigger cities. You're going to get out of the little West Texas. So I think with that comes its own set of challenges, but then again, every single game just like this will come into play the games ahead. So I think it's exciting moving forward.
You're exactly right. I mean, it's a whole new season. It's a whole different mentality once you get into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right there, guys. So definitely it's going to be a lot of positivity going forward for the Bobcats. And of course, that's going to wrap us up here this year and what's been a crazy year, to say the least. Of course, we started out here with the Lakeview Chief football team. Then we did some games also for the Wall Hawks before finishing off right now for the Central Bobcats. So it's been a pleasure getting the broadcast with everyone. Garrick Scott, we're happy to have you join us here today, man. We're going to have to bring you back here and be our third wheel here on the show.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and Coach, of course, fantastic. Also having you here with me to do our pregame, halftime, and postgame show definitely adds to our little show here, having you with me, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And dude, it was really special to be up here with Garrick. You know, we've been out there together. It was cool to be in a different light with him tonight, man. I can't thank you enough for doing this. And you can't thank Shay Harris enough, who's kind of spearheaded Concho Sports Network. I mean, Concho Sports Network is Shay Harris, and this has been a dream of his, and it's coming to fruition, and it's a great program. So, we don't know what the future holds, but you sure do hope it involves this. I know that. So all the cameramen, Shay, Vince, Dr. Howard, and Jeff, man, it's been fun this year doing these things with y'all.
Yeah, I think y'all all deserve a thanks. I mean, there's people at home that 2,500 people come to the game, and that's not a Central versus Permian number whatsoever.
No.
There's people that I'm sure came to the gate and fruition and got turned away because they expected to be here. They probably haven't missed this game in years. So without that, they wouldn't be watching this. So I appreciate you guys and all that y'all do. I know Coach Chester, my former DC, texted us, and he was talking about how cool it was to see us. So I think it's cool that y'all do this, and y'all give people the opportunity to watch those that wouldn't have the opportunity to if y'all didn't do this.
And that's the beauty. He's way up above Dallas,
Yeah.
Definitely a long way to travel, but yes, we definitely thank y'all for that input, and of course we thank all of y'all for watching us. Without you, we would not have anyone to be broadcasting to, so we thank you for joining us for all of these great football games. But that's going to wrap us up for now. We hope to see you again in the near future. I'm Fitz Salazar, wishing you all a good night from our entire crew.
Bobcats football is presented by W&W AFCO Steel. Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network is also brought to you by the following. Thank you for watching this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network.